Everybody hates me so bad, including PODAWFUL, who literally, and thank you, Chad, for publicly thanking PODAWFUL. You guys all literally conspired in a harassment crime. You're not invited to show up to my house. If you know me from the internet, I'm terrified that people are going to find out that I live in Lakeland, Florida, 3380. What am I going to do if people find out? I've had enough people come to me and go, this is criminal conspiracy. It's harassment. You could technically, yeah, but that's not how the world works. That's not how the internet works. And I'm not going to file charges because, as you know, that's Aaron Imholt. That's Imholtian behavior. I am within my rights right now to file harassment, like legal shit against you, get your channel taken down. Like, you put me in this wildly advantageous position. And the only reason people like you will do shit to this, like do shit like this to people like me, is because you know I'm not a bitch. You know I'm not a guy who's going to ruin your life over this. Why would I get you? This is hilarious. I want, like, this is funny to me. Do you know how you become a lolcow? By trying to litigate this. It's bait. A lolcow trying to drag me down to lolcow level. We don't play that game.
I guess you went this morning to the police station and handled some business.
It ties into Jesse. Jesse gave Chad my address. Jesse gave Quadfather my address. Jesse was very much wanting all this stuff to happen as well.
The typical step, people go, I will file an HRO like Aaron, and I will call the police, and I will do this, and I will do that.
Corner of Doherty.
Daughtry.
West Doherty and Driftwood.
Daughtry.
Come out and be funny, Mersh.
But I pulled up just him at my house, and I played the first 3 minutes. Thank PODAWFUL for giving the address, to showing my cross street, showing where I live.
Corner of Doherty.
Daughtry.
West Doherty and Driftwood.
Daughtry.
Come out and be.
And then explaining to them, he goes on for several days to, you know, I'm going to come back. And then when I told them I'll call the cops, then it was, I'm telling other people to come to your house. And that's when they were like, all right, I'm going to go grab my notepad. I'll be right back. Like, you know what I mean? Because they kind of screen you. So, yeah. I mean, they definitely, like, seemed like, okay, they were interested in this.
You don't have to go on my property. But as Lucas R. pointed out early in the day, why don't you at least go on the sidewalk in front of my house? Chad, you're a tough guy. You are legally allowed to walk all the way. You are legally allowed. Go at least walk up to the sidewalk in front of my house. You retard.
Thank you to PODAWFUL for sending me his address.
Thank you to PODAWFUL for sending me his address. Another guy that people have been messaging me about today. Dude, this is kind of, you got PODAWFUL dead to rights here. You could finally tie this together with years of other shit and really go to somebody and go, this is it. You could finally fuck PODAWFUL up in a court of law. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. Jostrich said, any concern that you might have filed a false police report? How could I file a false police report? I wrote a statement of what happened, verbatim. I alleged that you and Jesse and Quadfather conspired to commit a crime of harassment against me. And here's the guy that gave them my address who's been fucking with me for 7 years. Where is the bad faith? Where's the false police report?
And everything he's always done has kind of bordered on that line of, like, trying to be cute, not quite breaking the law, whatever. And, like, you know, just, you know, the whole, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Do not disturb. Yep, we were so asleep. We were so fucking hungover. We were so dead asleep in the bed. Female cop, gun drawn. Female cop, gun drawn. Female cop, doggo doesn't die. Female cop. People need to stop this shit. This whole coming to people's houses thing. This whole, again, you people just learned how to internet like a couple of months ago, and you people are fucking retarded. That I live in Lakeland, Florida, 338. Oh God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Did everybody get a pen? Sorry, make sure everybody. Hang on.
Mr. Kill Everything for 5. You and Chad need to put your differences aside and go after this crippled piece of shit who could have gotten you both killed. The FBI's been cracking down on swatting. Well, sadly, I won't be teaming up with anyone. I will not be talking to any of the people that I named in this report today.
All expenses paid for Chad and Mersh. Hackamania. You said it, Chad. Anytime, anywhere, on any stage. Done. I know Mersh is in.
Is he?
Anytime, anywhere.
He made it rather difficult if he filed a police report today.
Any stage. Do you accept?
I will be the main event at Hackamania. I will be the guy. But I agree to all this because you probably didn't think I would.
And now, Chad, if you bitch out of this, you're my money up because now it got like elevated when it became me versus Chad. Now you're getting paid money. I'm getting paid. Everybody that was named in my fucking statement today is my enemy. Everyone that was named in my statement today is now on the other side of a legal issue with me. I'm not working with any of these people. They're all fucking scum. They're all fucking scum. I didn't work with any of these fucking losers to begin with, and I'm not about to start now. Just a moment, I'm going to be bringing on two of my favorite guys on the internet. Two of the funniest, most creative, well-branded guys that I like to do stuff with on the internet. Our pal, Jesse from PodAwful. Jesse from PodAwful already being a fucking next, a god tier shit poster. You all need to go sub after tonight's performance. I'll be in New York. I'd like to meet up with Jesse and do a show too. And as far as I'm concerned, everybody I just went to the cops about today, I want them all to face legal repercussions. This is all a PodAwful problem. He's the one that's been harassing me since like 2019. He's the one that I've been telling the cops, you need to focus on this guy. If I were Chad and I were Quad and I were PodAwful, I would probably tell him, you should probably calm down. You can suck fucking Faceless's dick all you want. You can put on the bravado all you want. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, I didn't break any laws. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I'd stop streaming about this, Jesse. The showing up to my house and the pickles and the anvils and the coleslaw and all the other shit. We've now established elements of the crime. It's now harassment. It's now stalking. This fucking Mersh guy, yeah, he's a pussy. He's a snitch. Cool. I'm a pussy and I'm a snitch. Yes, I'm writing letters. I'm popping on my fucking typewriter. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. I'm firing off letters to fucking G. Gordon Liddy. And there's already been a pattern established of Jesse constantly fucking with me for his own little joy. But his joy comes at the expense of my well-being.
Right? Like...
Ice Dance is like, nothing's going to happen. Perhaps it won't. Perhaps it won't. And by the way, Ice is like, nothing's going to happen. Yeah, you live in Gainesville. You live in N***erville. Do you know how you become a lolcow? Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, she ate my ass, fucker. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, that is great. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the program. I'm your host, Jesse PS. H2BH, of course. PodAwful, the Mersh finale. Super show! I can't believe we're here. I can't believe it's happening. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for me to stop covering Mersh. What's it been? 8 years? Let me do a little math. No, but that's what Mersh said it was, so we'll just go with that. Fine. Okay, fine. 8 years it is. Wow, what a generational run it's been. You know, when I first started covering Mersh, I'm gay. That's not an impression of anybody, and you can't prove otherwise. Now, I am on something of a generational run, but every run's got to end, you know? And that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm not sad about it. I have something called Mersh fatigue. I can't keep looking at or listening to this man.
Pot awful one. Pot awful one.
Actually, that's kind of nice. Hey, you know what? I take it back. Maybe this isn't the final Mersh episode. You know, here's the thing. Mersh spent his Christmas thinking about me. He spent his Christmas. And listen, I know that's true of everyone watching this right now, everybody listening later, all of the Dabbleverse members who just got exposed in chat. Everybody was thinking about little old pissy pants me. Let's see. Oh, hi, by the way.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, what's up? We're live over at PODAWFUL.tv. We've got the chat room going right now. There are some people being exposed. Oh, wow. Feds is exposing 50 people right now. As a matter of fact, keep your eyes peeled. A lot of Urquid, I think, did some exposures in there. Who else? We'll just shout this out. Kyler did some. Very nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everybody who's joining and also forcing people to be outed as pod awful viewers. Shh, keep this a secret. Headphones on. Thank you to Soup. Nice Podcast says he's been super cocky lately. I'm so sorry, Mersh. Yeah, you know, the bigger they... it's funny. I was going back through these old clips for that intro, and there's a moment when I'm on with him on that early Nightwave, where he, of course, did the Bam Margera prank call that's led to a lot of silliness. There's a moment in there where he says, like, oh, you gotta build them up so that they can, you can break them down further. And I go, I don't really want to do the build up. I say, how the shoe is turning, or whatever the phrase is. Anyway, so the thing with Mersh is I have something known as, and I think everybody's experienced this probably 10 million times in their life, a little common problem known as Mersh fatigue. I'm over it, and I've been over it for kind of a while now. Certainly with the dabbling going on, I've been very, very out of it. And now I'm even seeing here at the end, you would think this would be like a huge episode, right? The final Pod Awful Mersh episode. Yeah. Nobody cares. Yeah. Nobody cares. And that's not me. I know he's going to say, oh, they don't care because it's Pod Off. People, for the big episodes, people tune in to the big episodes. Mersh is nothing now. Everybody had a holiday. They enjoyed their own new metal New Year's. And everybody's like, you know what? I think we're done. Including the Dabble guy. The Dabble guys are over it. And if the Dabble guys are over it, you're done for. There's nothing left. So I've been going through Mersh fatigue for a long time. I said this many weeks ago. I said, oh my gosh, he's daydreaming about me going to jail. He's picturing first the civil, then the, what was it? Criminal? Is it criminal first or civil first? I don't even remember.
First the criminal, then the civil.
Well, whatever it was. He has been sitting there pontificating and doing one of the gayest things you can do as a man, out loud daydreaming. Just going on stream and having, mirthful, wondrous thoughts of what could be.
You're going to have kids someday.
Is he talking about that? I don't remember. Is that real? Did he say that?
I think he's talked about. I don't remember when. I've been in and out with the Mersh stuff.
This dude got pussy for the first time in I don't know how long. We might be able to find out how long on this episode. And all of a sudden, it's like he's Mr. Girlfriend, basically. By the way, new nickname. This is the final time It's the final time we ever get to say it, but you can use that. And I'm spreading the wealth here. Anybody that wants to pick up the Mersh torch, go right ahead. King Sly T. Okay, he's been talking Mersh lately. I was on his streams a couple of times talking Mersh. He's a black guy.
I know, right?
Good job. Congratulations.
He started talking about Mersh. Enjoy. Have him. Keep it up. I hope people do keep putting the screws to him. Mersh is not, he's still a lol cow. He's still good. He literally gave the steps of how to become a lol cow, and then 1 week later did them step by step out loud on every stream he could get on. So it's not that he's not, it's that I've done what I could do. When you look back in the sand and there are two sets of footprints, I was right there with you. Okay. And now I just need to wash my hands of all this sand. I got sand everywhere. So I'm done. This is it. And I know people are going to go, oh, is it because he's trying to send you to jail? No, because, and listen, this is a dangerous, as a guy on a stream, this is a dangerous thing to say. Okay. This is how confident I am. That's a dangerous thing to say too. I'm not going to jail. Okay. Now you can take that however you want. You can take that to mean I don't think that Mersh's scheme is going to work. You can take that to mean that I don't think I did anything illegal. You can take that to mean that there will be a severe mistrial and I'll be paying people off in certain ways. Or you can take it to mean that I think Sheriff Grady Judd, is that the guy's name from? He keeps talking up the sheriff of his town like he's buds with. He thinks he's friends with the police. He's Aaron Imholt, by the way. By the way.
I know. I was about to say that.
Yeah, he took a photo. He took a selfie at the police station with their portraits on the wall. By the way, why do the police have the time to go to the mall and get their portrait taken? What do they have headshots for? Are they trying to get roles on NYPD Blue? So anyway, the point is Mersh thinks he's friends with the police now. They've got this shit. You've all seen the sheriff, the Lakeland, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd. So what am I saying? Am I saying that guy's a pussy? He'll never catch me? Yes. Send this to him. Send this to him, Mersh. Now, obviously, I didn't do anything. He just made all this shit up. It's insanity. He just made it. He's just what? This is the Tink Tink Tink'ed to the extreme. We're getting so much tinkery in this episode. It's unreal. Because Mersh, the first time around, if you don't know the Tink 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 story, maybe you've heard whispers around the campfire on a dark and stormy night.
Tink, 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 tink. Tink, 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 tink.
You may have experienced this Tink Tink thing, and you're like, oh, what does that mean? Mersh, was it 3 years ago or something now, tried to send me and Porcelain, who was the other guy that he was referring to in that intro video. His two favorite funniest guys is me and Porcelain. Me and Porcelain, a year later, needed to go to jail because we laughed at Mersh. Because I crossed my eyes at Mersh. Did I cross eyes with this guy? Do I still have that? Oh, I don't have that one anymore.
No, you don't?
Did I cross swords with this guy at some point?
So here's what happened. I made fun of Mersh for a year and a half or something. And then Mersh just made it, and is still lying about this. Just straight up made up that I had something to do with one of his lol cows and some sort of police contact. A guy that I've never covered, never talked about, don't know anything about. And I believe, and I'll say this, I'll say what Mersh is unwilling to say. I believe that Mersh, the lol cow in question is Owen Benjamin, If you watched early ROTC, that's all they ever spoke about was Owen Benjamin. You've never heard me talk about him without talking about Mersh. Owen Benjamin, I don't even know what it was. The funniest thing is I got wrapped up in this and never even learned more about it to this day. Something happened with Owen Benjamin and the police. Something. I don't know what. My belief is that Mersh caused it. And I believe that because I know for a fact Mersh did that with other people from the alt-right that he was making fun of on his show in an attempt to become king of the alt-right. How'd that one work out? Hey, remember that one? Remember when you were that guy, Mersh? Mersh has been changing guys for so many years. You're going to see. Woo, boy. You know, the funniest thing about Mersh is we're going to be looking at his Livejournal here in a second. And the more things change, the more they say the same. Mersh has been the exact same guy for the past 20-some years. Mersh is every week attempting to be a brand new guy. He was doing that shit back then. You'll see. It's crazy. And yet, that's the same guy. Like, how have you not changed even one iota in all of that time? You've been a watch guy and a gun guy and an alt-right guy and a dabble guy and a band guy. Did you even know that one? You're about to find out. And yet you're still the exact same guy. We're going to expose tonight on the program the final Mersh episode.
I know I'm fat. I know I'm a drunk. And I know I'm retarded.
We are going to expose the real Mersh. We're going to, for everybody out there, anybody who wants to cover him from here on out, I'm just going to give you the secret. I'm going to give you the roadmap because Mersh, 20 years on, will be the same goon, lolcow he is now. And it will still operate the exact same way. If we had been making fun of him 20 years ago, if I found this Livejournal back then on PODAWFUL Babies, a show I used to host with my best friend Gonzo, we would have been tearing into this guy the exact same way we've been doing now. The fatigue would have set in when I was still in diapers. So we're going to get into all of that. But anyway, the Owen Benjamin thing. I believe he contacted the cops on Owen Benjamin. He did this to Mike Cernovich. He tried to get Mike Cernovich canceled. He started a petition, like a petition.org sort of thing against Mike Cernovich to get him Me Too'd, basically. He tried to Me Too Cernovich, which I'm not even sure you can do as a guy to another guy, unless you're, it's a Kevin Spacey sort of scenario. And with Mersh, that's possible. So he did something to Owen Benjamin, blamed me, blamed Porcelain, blamed all of Kiwi Farms, blamed 5 other guys. Somehow we all were in on it together, but didn't know it with each other. And then somehow it's also just me now. But he ratted on everybody to the police. We came to him with the FOIA, said, Mersh, you a snitch? You just saying to the cops, you're just making shit up to cops, telling them you're trying to get your ops swept. And he infamously did his tinkening.
Tink, 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 tink. Tink, 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 tink.
Now, this was his excuse that he didn't go to the cops. He tried to claim that never happened, even though we could see the email. He's firing one up to Detective Tiffany Dobbins, and he's wordy. You're going to see how wordy he is. And unfortunately for Mersh, nothing ever came of it. Now, this is a pattern I see repeating here soon, okay? Because Mersh lied for years, saying that he didn't do it. Then when it was finally the pressure was on him too much, the Porcelain documentary came out, Medicars making fun of him. Speaking of RIP, speaking of dead journals. Oh, what's that? He bought a grill. Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm getting that notification on my Apple Watch, but I do have that set up. Yeah, by the way, he's grilling. He's fine. Mersh was right. Can we say this? Let's give Mersh some flowers on his way out. Huh? That's kind of nice. Yeah. Okay. Mersh was right about Medicare. Now, I always said the same thing too, but for whatever reason, Mersh gets all the credit for this. Medicare is a liar. He's not dying. He said 5 years ago he'd be dead in a year, and now he's got an anime dungeon with my face in it. So
Yeah.
anyway, so Mersh lied about this tinkering. Then he got exposed. It was too much. He started saying, actually, it's a good thing. He did the lefty move, ironically. Mr. Conservative, Mr. Grifter alt-right man, who now claims he never was. He did the, oh, that never happens. Okay, it happened, but not very much. It's good that it happened moved. And now he's just full bore. Yeah, I'm a snitch. Porcelain put out a documentary about Mersh before the documentary about Mersh, and it was called Mersh Snitch. And Mersh had a meltdown about this thing. Now he's a proud snitch. What's the difference? Well, the difference is, number one, he has a girlfriend. How do I know? I've never heard him talk about it, so I don't know how I'm aware of this. Maybe I am the creepy, obsessed stalker he claims I am. Somehow I'm intuiting that he has a girlfriend, even though he never mentions her. He's got
Not fucking once.
He's got a beautiful duplex house that he shares with a decrepit old woman. And the negative clapping. Is that what this is? Negative clapping.
Yeah.
And then he's gay. By the way, I saw this on Twitter. This is breaking news before we get into the big deal here. Andy Worski tweeted this out. Apparently, Kino Casino will be back on Friday, and it's going to be, and I quote, a crazy one.
Whoa.
Okay.
It's never been done before.
This is brand new.
Cha-ching, indeed.
Maybe they'll do some Mersh stuff. That'll be good. So it's Mersh week. Remember when they invented that? So, somebody said it's I was gearing up for this episode. Someone goes, "It's Mersh week." I go, "No. It's Mersh weekend. The week is over, ladies and gentlemen. The week is over. Okay." Mersh has gone to the cops about me again. He's tinking and tinking and tinking. It tinks. Yo, this tinks.
It's a good Opie and Anthony.
Yeah. No, I'm Jay Sherman. It tinks. The Critic. You guys remember The Critic? So that's my review of Nightwave. It tinks. So anyway, Mersh has tinked it up. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. If it do, I didn't do anything. He's just straight up making this shit up. This is my only point in all of this is I did not contact Chad Zumik or Cripple Guy. What's his name?
Quad Father.
Fraud Father. I did not contact either of them with the intent to do anything. And this is the craziest part of his make 'em up, his lie, his false rape report to the police. This is how much of a woman Mersh is. He's doing false police reports. That's a female crime. Mersh has claimed that we all conspired together to do this to him. That me, Zumik, and Quadfather were working together. So Zumak was swatting himself. Is that the claim here now? That he was attempting to get himself shot? You dummy? You dingus? You goody hootie?
They're cyberbullying me to death.
So, very silly. I hope something does come of it, to be honest. I think it'd be more interesting. I'm at the point where it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, bare naked ladies style. I've got nothing left. Unfortunately, there are things that have happened, okay? On a live stream just over a month ago, Feds, Lenny, you annihilated me. In the middle of, I don't even remember what I was actually talking about. Was that a Mersh one or was that something else? What was happening during that time? Because you just you flipped the script on me when this thing got shared.
Was that a She-Man show?
Maybe. Who knows?
I don't remember. Once I found it, I kind of checked out of what was happening because I was trying to see if it was what we thought.
Well, there was there's the website.
Yeah,
and there's the Livejournal.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. So when you guys shared it, what was I talking about live when that happened? Because it just annihilated.
It was a multiple goon episode.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it was kind of a grab bag.
The point is, whatever we were talking about, my brain couldn't focus anymore. These guys showed me, we've been uncovering Mersh stuff. There wasn't much I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen this. I wasn't ready for it. Now, the second you tell me a guy's got a Livejournal and you've got it, that's bad enough. Right there. By the way, I'm gone from the internet the second you find my Livejournal. It's out there. Start digging, shaman. That's it. Now, I do have an excuse. I was a little baby girl when Livejournal was out. So it's different for me. It's different. Now, remember that phrase. We're going to come back to that. So Mersh had a Livejournal. Again, the most embarrassing thing. Like, we thought the MySpace. How many times have we gotten a goon with a MySpace? So embarrassing. Nick Ricada, his blackface photos came from MySpace, Mersh, his Matrix Mersh photo came from MySpace. All those
Just
insane.
Facebook, too.
Facebook.
Shit.
There's so much stuff out there, and the internet used to be so different. You used to go into Instagram, a guy was just showing you his food. Now it's like a girl has spent years figuring out exactly how to make her butt look sexy, which is where her poop comes from. And that's it. There's no sharing a life on social media anymore. That's used to be what it was for. And thank God it's not anymore. Imagine that. Imagine you went onto Twitter and you saw a guy, you would have concerns if you saw your friend, and by the way, by friend, I mean the alt-right podcaster that you have spent 12 years talking to through Discord. If you saw him post all of a sudden onto Twitter saying like, just saw Fantasia at the rerun theater, paid only $2, amazing. Hashtag Walt Disney. If you saw, even a guy in real life, if you saw him post, even on Facebook, if you saw him post like, went to the mall, chillin', and he spells it CHILLEN, chillin', you'd be like, ooh, what? What, number one, what year is it? Number two, is this guy okay? So Livejournal's bad. It's just bad. It's gonna be bad. I start reading it, and now I realize my fatigue is fully set in. It's over for Mersh. This is it. It never, ever could get more embarrassing than this. I mean, we uncovered that this guy had a CP Tumblr, and that was like not even very high on the list of Mersh's embarrassments. If we did a top 10, let's do a top 10. It's our final Mersh episode. Let's have a little fun with this.
All right.
Top 10 Mersh embarrassing moments. Throw them out there. Chat, I'm reading.
All right. Him saying his address, of course, twice, two different addresses.
Two different addresses he gave out and is now complaining about it. Insane. That's at least in the 5 area. For
Fake
sure.
molested or stolen molested valor.
Stolen molested valor into straight up rape by a baby. That might be number 1. No.
No.
Cucked by Ethan Ralph, number 1, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be number 1. What is the top 3? What is top 3? Number 1, is that recency bias though? Oh my God.
Could be.
Car Repo. That was
Car Repo Live.
That was pretty insane. Gay hands, someone says in chat. Exactly. Female cop
The
gun
Stroke?
on. I feel like Stroke one.
The Stroke.
I don't know.
Stroke is one.
Even though I sell a shirt with Stroke 2's catchphrase on it, I feel like Stroke 1 is in top 10. I don't know that Stroke 2 is in top 10. Stroke
I'd agree.
2 is quotable, but is it top 10? I don't know.
Tink 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 is embarrassing.
Tink Tink
What about
Tink.
the pictures from Jobber?
Jobber was pretty. That was a big one back when it happened. What about when? Now this is classic. This is original era Mersh mocking when ROTC got swatted down by Matt Christensen. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
That was oh my God. Oh, wait a second. Top 10 moment. Proving that Mersh was watching Pod Awful while live on ROTC by flashing the screen. That's
that was good.
I mean, maybe that's just for me, but that was a top 10. I think that was a Lenny Tricknology as well. So,
I mean, the VR stuff too, I think should be in the top 10.
VR.
Us actually interacting with Mersh was crazy.
Rust.
Butt crack running out to confront.
Oh my God, the butt
I
crack.
did have some good moments, didn't I?
You did,
I
Lenny,
was trying.
you
I
did.
knew that would
Fun.
wake Lenny up. So many. Little.
I was still muted because my wife is screaming at me.
This bitch. Can you tell her to shut the F up?
That's what kids would say.
Can you do it on mic though, so I hear it and then hear her reaction to it?
What?
Slawpranos. Fuck me, man. How did I forget about the Slawpranos moment when the stream cuts to black? You see the members only guy walk to the bathroom and deliver slaw. Yeah, that's up there for sure.
The bowling event.
The bowling. It's like this dude runs on L's. And also,
and he says he's not a lolcow, which is even more insane.
And also little sock feet.
Little
God.
sock feet.
We're not even like we are guaranteed right now not even remembering insane ones. Me in person with him in New York.
Hollywood.
I slawed him at the bowling event.
Yes. The in-person slaw deliveries.
When he was shaved bald screaming about you when he was in Miami, but not really Miami.
Well, that was
He
the
in,
baby. That's sort of baby rape, though. That was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was. I mean, it's. We're definitely experiencing some recency bias here. There was. Oh yeah, Lady Alchemy when he's suicide baiting after his sister. Guys, this is. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. I'm starting to feel like we maybe should be hagsing and having, have a great summer. I feel like maybe we want to keep the memories going. High school should last forever. It turns out high school did last forever for Mersh, and we're going to jump into his live journal here. The point was, I don't even remember what the thing was I said that I'm not sure that's even in the top 10 anymore when it comes to embarrassing Mersh moments. Here's the deal. This blows it all out of the water. Jesse, don't overhype it. I can't. Here's the deal. There's only two things at this point that could happen, that Mersh could do, that would be worthwhile to drag him back out of the goon lagoon and resurrect him as a topic of conversation. There's two things. One of them involves dying. Okay? That I could maybe, we have a little memorial, although I think we just did the memorial, so that one might be.
Yeah.
Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. RIP underscore Mersh, RIP regular score Mersh. The other thing he could do that could possibly, even sort of maybe, it would maybe top this to get back in the mix, is get naked on camera. And that's about it. If I could see every little pore on his badookas, then if I could study his star map, then maybe, but I doubt it.
Mersh's gut tape.
I would definitely come back for more Mersh, if I could see him fully de-dressed. And that might happen with Ice Dancer. So that's in the cards at this point. But nothing will prepare you for Mersh's first AOL homepage. Okay. Now, this is so insane, so revealing what goes on here. Pictures you've never previously seen. Concepts of Mersh you've never previously heard. He's never even discussed. Entire points in the constellation of his personality that have never, ever come up before. Is he hiding them? Maybe.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PodAwful.pizza.
Pizza.
PodAwful.pizza.
All right, so before we get into it, we're going to do it here. Don't worry. I'm going to give you as much as I possibly can, but obviously this is going to be a long one. There's a lot to go over here. I'm going to read you every single post on Mersh's Livejournal. The fact is, I probably can't get it all done in one go. It just seems not possible. I'm going to try. I'm going to see what happens. I don't know how long it'll take, but it's very possible that we are actually about to enter Mersh Week.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
So here's the deal. Join the Pizza Fund, PodAwful.pizza, get access to our primo content and more, all the extras, all the fun stuff, support the show. You love it? Make it happen. Now, if I feel like I cannot go any further with this, the remainder of the post will be read in the Pizza Fund. Sorry. You will have all the access to read it yourself. It's just out there. I mean, I can't stop you from going to go look at it. Anyway, I'm going to go through as much of it as humanly possible until sorry, hang on a second. My audio's cutting out. Until I just can't take it anymore. I'm going to try to do it in Mersh's voice. Okay? And I think it's going to kill me. So this might be a multi-episode arc. Ironically, it's the finale, but it's part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, let's go to Mersh's AOL hometown. Where do you even fucking start? Fuck, look at this.
Can we look at the photos first?
All right,
then
let's look at the photo. You're right. Number 1, brand new picture here. This is insane. Mersh, for some reason, deciding to show off his birth giver hips here. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea, but he is really, he wanted you to see. He's also doing a little cock shame on this one. Here's an insane thing also that needs to be addressed. He just set up a camera to take this photo. He posed.
Right.
He decided to pose for this. He's in front of a mirror, I think. Is that his
very
reflection?
Soren-esque.
There's a lot going on there, but he does have beautiful birthing hips. I know feds must be going crazy for this right now. If you take a look
I'm
at
so
that.
distracted by the pubic mound he's hiding.
Yeah, he does have a mons veneris going on behind his hands.
Yeah, it is.
What is all that? One of the things you may notice is Mersh is shaped triangularly, which is not surprising, but welcome either way. And we do have sort of the beginnings of a Matrix Mersh going on. He's got the glasses. Now, this is 2003. Okay? This is 2003. Mersh is in his 20s. I need you to understand, Mersh is a fully formed adult man in everything we're about to read. This isn't a teenager. This isn't like a young guy finding his way. And the more I read it, the more you'll realize this is who Mersh is now, too. He has not changed at all. But the one thing that may have changed is his girlish figure. He is shaped like Iggy Azalea in this picture. I don't know. This is probably am I wrong?
No, you're on point.
This is probably the most shouldery his chest has ever been. It's
really.
I mean, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's more than what we are used to.
This is very FTM coded.
It is.
This is wider than his shoulder.
This is egg coded. There's we're cracking this egg open. Now, listen, I know this sounds insane. And by the way, stop reading this. I don't cheat. Please don't cheat.
I'm trying not to.
Please don't cheat and read ahead, okay? This right here is so crazy. Am I insane, or is it possible that he is stuffing his shoulders, not his? Is he wearing pads to try to bulk out? This is before he figured out a sport coat. Let's read what he says about this photo. Oh, by the way, cool hemp necklace. It says, me. Oh, really? Me rocking my Verdicts t-shirt, 9/24/2003. Never forget. Now, of course, I had to look that up. I'm like, Verdicts? I've never heard of this band. You guys ever heard of the Verdicts?
No.
Of course not. They're just some shitty local Long Island, like Blink 182 band. Now, this is the funny thing. So Mersh, we had no idea, was a band guy. And when I say band guy, I don't just mean that he liked music. He supposedly has been in bands.
What?
Yeah. Huh?
He can't sing.
Fake news. He was a groupie.
What? Have you ever heard him talk about singing, playing an instrument, having a talent of any sort at all, anywhere? Have you ever seen him be musical? Does he even seem to know music? I hate music, and I'm a more musical man. Some people call me the piano man.
Showman.
The perfect piano showman. My middle name is Piano. So I looked it up. The Verdicts, they're just some shitty, like pop punk band. Now, this is what's interesting in all of this. I cannot figure out what band he was. He was not in this band. Whatever he supposedly did in the band, I don't know. There's no information. There's no proof of this ever. He just kind of mentions it every once in a while, stuff like that. I think he says he plays guitar at one point. Excuse me? You could have fooled me. When have you ever... a guy who plays guitar doesn't stop. That doesn't melt away one day. And like everything about a guitar guy's life is a guitar. Or, he's got a collection of them, something. Mersh, again, while he was daydreaming about me going to jail and, finally having a moment of peace inside his mind in this new magical fake world where I don't exist anymore, Mersh was celebrating something he calls on his show New Metal New Year's. I always knew this. I always knew it. I had no proof. I always knew. Mersh moves to Florida. He's from Long Island. He moves to Florida, Limp Bizkit, and he suddenly decides he's a Biscuit kid. He suddenly decides he thinks he's a new metal guy. Mersh was not. We have the proof. He's not into new metal. He was into emo screamo. Mersh is an emo guy, and I mean that in every sense of the word. And we got a little taste of that this past fall. You may remember Mersh's fall crybaby era that he had. What were we calling that? He was a sensitive autumn girl. He was having spooky autumn vibes where he was sad. I'm sad. Oi, I'm sad. And anyway, he's not that. You'll see it. There's no new metal. There's no chocolate starfishes. There's maybe a little bit of hot dog flavored water, if we're being honest, but that's a different. He was from New York. I mean, so let's check this out. It says, this is crazy. I just signed up for this hot or not thing. Go on there and rate me. I know I'm going to end up with a decimal point for a score because I'm a complete genetic disaster. Go ahead. I'll just take a minute. Oh, it'll just take a minute. Go tell the world how visually unpleasant I truly am. He got a 7.6. They took one look at this birth canal and went, damn, girl, you looking at it. They invented THICC for this photo right here. So here's the thing about it. I don't know if you guys remember Hot or Not. This was Hot or Not. Now only 45 people vote. You know that's just Mersh on 100 accounts. He's like refreshing the page. Back then, you could just refresh the page. You didn't even need an account. You just, on YouTube, you can get a new view just by hitting refresh. Your own view. So that's probably where all that came from. He probably got like 4 friends or something to do it for him. They were like laughing. They were like, oh yeah, you're hottie. You're a hottie, Mersh. What dude is doing this? Like, what a girl. What a girl brain you've got. Here's a secret about Hot or Not. Okay. Guys and girls could be voted on there. It was used by gay guys. Hot or Not was a website for guys to vote. It was for girls to upload and guys to vote. So a thing would happen on there where if a guy did upload, in the bizarre realm where a guy uploads, it's guys voting on that picture. Okay? This is a website for gay guys. You could either vote for a lady's titties, basically. It's just a girl showing her tits. Or you were a gay guy. There was no women on there voting on guys. Women were on there voting on other girls, tanking their score, trying to make their own go up. 100% they do that. This was a website for gay guys. Mersh decided to show off his donk on it. Hot or Not, 7.6. That's a hot. That's a hot score. Now let's roll over here. Whoa.
Chuck Stiegel, everybody.
So here's Mersh. Now this picture of Mersh has to be teenager Mersh. Because he has a hair on his head. He has long hair, as a matter of fact, which is kind of unsettling for me to see. It says me and the lead guitarist in my old band. And apparently his old band was called Allison Wost. Love you, Allie, he says. Summer of 98. What a good year. I remember that's summer of 98, he says in 2003. Summer of 98.
He has a wrestling shirt on.
He's reminiscing. Yeah, he does have an NWO shirt on, of course. So he is wrestler Mersh here as well. This picture is crazy. So obviously, this girl is the guitarist in his old band, Allison. A lot of stuff going on here. A lot to unpack. Number one, the girl looks suspiciously like his sister. The Haint. Are you guys familiar with Mersh's sister? The Haint. In the business, we call it a haint. When a ghost hunter becomes the hunted, that's a haint. Am I crazy, or does that not? It kind of looks exactly like a younger version of his
I'm
sister.
starting to see it. Yeah,
Might just be something in
Probably
the water, huh?
I was gonna say probably reminds him of his mom.
Yeah, well, it could be a shamanistic sort of thing going on here. Now,
and he's going in for a squeeze.
Oh yeah, that hand is very carefully placed here. It's still a hover hand, but
he thinks about that hand every day.
He's meant. You know how his fingers do this now? This is the reason. This photo right here. Actually, his finger is doing that in the photo. What the fuck? He's got Mersh Claw right in front of this girl's budding breast. So he posts this on this again is his first website. This is baby's first website. And this is not a girl he dated. This is just some band member. Again, what was your part in the band as a 12-year-old boy? I don't know. Love You, Allie. The entire point of posting this picture was so that he could put Love You, Allie. He's hoping she sees this.
God.
This is like, remember the thing we used to have. And in her mind, she's like in the middle of sucking. Ah! Do women scream when they do that? Because
yeah,
for some reason I always imagine it that way. She has fucked every guy Mersh knows but Mersh. She's found brand new guys. She's like invented guys just to fuck. So that Mersh wasn't the one who got in her pants. She's going black. She's never coming back. She's had kids at this point since the summer of 98. And Mersh is like, I might be able to re-spark an old, get the little kindling going here. That's what he's hoping for. This is a message to this Allison girl. Somebody, by the way, find this girl. We must know. I want to know about his band. Do they have any music we can listen to? So we've got some more photos here. This is also crazy. So we've got a little quadriptych of photos. One of them is just the Mersh cock shame pic again, but we do have 3 little new ones here. Maybe you've seen one of the. I've seen this wrestling one. Of course, he's wearing a Mexican wrestler mask. So he's even into La Cucaracha wrestling. You've got. Why would you post this, Mersh? I mean, you just got straight up cross-eyed Mersh action going on. You couldn't retake that. You couldn't try harder on your webcam. This is a webcam photo. You can tell by the hazy blue glow of the screen on him. Then you've got, look at this. He thinks he is rocking in this one. He put on his best button up. He only buttoned the middle button. It's wide open below that to let out his downstairs. There's not enough room in a button up for the rest of what's going on in the equilateral of Mersh. And of course, in all of his photos, like he has been doing that thing where he tries to hide his eyes for a very, very long time. The 3/4 photo where he kind of turns his head a little bit and then looks at the camera. He thinks that hides it. It's not. I'm not talking about the sunglasses. Forget the sunglasses. That just allows him to call up Trinity. Tank, we need guns, he says to himself as his finger curls back into his palm. No. I'm talking about the way he looks into the camera. This is his move. It has been forever. Check out my live web journal. Get a look into the conflicted psyche of a modern day American lunatic. Don't mind if I do, number 1. Number 2, don't want to be an American lunatic. He's thinking that. What an embarrassing thing to say. A modern day American lunatic. That's not a thing you need to be a modern day version of. What? Like we've been tracking the retro ones. Like,
yeah.
American lunatic. How does that even
Well,
differ?
As a modern day lunatic, Jesse, anyone who's tagged or mentioned in any of these posts, if they could be found, I have found them.
Yeah.
And I sent them to you, and I also have them cataloged separately on my own.
Did
in
you
case we
find
need to get-
Allison Woist?
I just sent it to you.
Okay.
I'd already sent it to you, but I did just send it to you.
Oh, your her Facebook. I can't go through all. I mean, screenshot something if there's something good, I guess. But you know, or maybe just message her right now and say, "Hey, tune in live to this thing dissecting a guy you knew in 1998."
Hey, it's me, Mike Mersh.
Hey, yo. By the way, you don't get to be a lunatic unless you've got bangs. Ooh, I should have gotten my bangs.
I have curtain bangs.
I should have gotten my little bangs. Got to bring back that look. All right. So, and then bizarrely, so the page, by the way, he just titles the page Schiele, which is kind of an odd thing to do. Just his last name. And then these are little gifs of his Mexican father, it turns out. His dad's wearing a sombrero. This is the last known photo of his dad before he fell asleep in a ditch and never woke up. And the town started pelting him with rocks and garbage. It says, by the way, okay. It says in quotes, morbid, caustic, brutally funny, and a societal cancer. Who's being quoted here? Mersh, you wrote this. Who said that? Who is this a quote from? Wayne Gretzky? Like he's got
what a way to begin.
As if he's got back of the box reviews on his fucking webpage here. We're never getting through this, dude. Oh my god. All right.
This is gonna take 2 hours.
Episode 1, part 1. Part 1. Morbid, caustic, brutally funny, and a societal cancer are just a few of the terms used to describe Mike the Beast Schiele.
Dude, come on.
Okay. So, first of all, brand new AKA right here at the end of things, out of the gate, insane. How are we?
What was the earlier one we came up with tonight?
I don't remember, Urquick. Come on. You know that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not for me. That was for you guys to remember.
Oh, yeah. You should remember. I forgot.
I'll go back and.
Everybody should be writing down everything I say. Okay? Just in case. What if the episode gets lost? And then we don't.
It's happened before.
I definitely don't remember. He's the Beast. All
Gotcha.
you need to know, Urquit, is he's the Beast. Okay?
Mr. Girlfriend?
Just a few.
That's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was.
What was
Mr.
it?
Girlfriend.
Mr. Girlfriend.
I said his name is Mr. What was the point of that? Mr. Girlfriend?
Ever since he got a girlfriend, he's been Mr.
Right.
Girlfriend.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking Dr. Girlfriend from when I heard that back.
Yeah.
It's me. It's me, Mersh. they call me Mr. Girlfriend now. No, it's because I got a girlfriend, not because I am one.
Okay. This is too much. I'm like cringing so hard I can't. I've read one sentence.
I know.
Not even a full one. Okay, these are just a few of the terms used to describe Mike the Beast Schiele. Who's describing? You're the one again. He is making up his own nicknames. He's making up his own quote. He's the same guy. Not a lick of change in 20 some odd years. And again, this is a 20-something-year-old man. Remember, Mersh is old. He's elderly. Mersh is like, I don't know, 15 years older than me or something. And this is a fully formed everything. Like, he's hit every milestone at this point. He says, the man who will be, if he isn't already, the new standard of enraged comedy rap.
Fuck, that's
Let
gay.
me start
That
this
guy.
over. Let me start over. Okay. I don't know if this is hitting right. Morbid,
That's
caustic,
gayer than improv.
brutally funny, and a societal cancer are just a few of the terms used to describe Mike the Beast Schiele, the man who will be, if he isn't already, the new standard of enraged comedy rap. I swear to God, I could read that a million times, and I have already, and I'll never know what half of it means. But here's what I do know. Number one, the man called himself the Beast. Not an option. We are in pre-Mersh giving himself the nickname Mersh times, by the way.
God, yeah.
Mersh doesn't exist yet, which once again proves that Mersh named himself that. You don't start getting nicknames in your 20s. Your friends don't start coming up with that's a thing that happens when you're a kid and then sticks with you through your whole life. And for some, then you have to explain to brand new people why you're referred to as Scooter as a grown man. That's not, and usually the answer is you have Down syndrome, by the way. But this is not that. He christened himself the Beast, and when he got laughed out of town, he christened himself Mersh. And he did it because he is a Jon Favreau guy. Okay? I'm going to tell you what happened. A certain sect of guys, Jewish, a certain section of the human race of men saw the movie Swingers, and it did something to them. All right? Now, Mersh is not the only one. Mersh isn't even the only one that I'm aware of that you're aware of from the internet. You want to know another guy that got Favreau'd? Which is very embarrassing. Now, Favreau is now Mr. Iron Man and Mr. Star Wars. Okay? First of all, Star Wars. Red Bar. Mike David.
I knew you were going to say that.
Mike David was a Swingers guy. If you've never seen the movie Swingers, guess what? We're in the same camp. Me neither. I am only aware of what is in this movie through cultural osmosis from Swingers guys. There are only like, I'm going to say 6 million people on Earth who have seen Swingers. All right? Think nothing about the number. Now, all of these guys, they saw it. They became insufferable in the exact same way where they're emulating this movie they saw. Like that, but by the way, that's like a 12-year-old's activity. You go and see a movie and you're a new type of guy on the way out. Like you're literally walking out of the theater talking a new way. You've got a new accent. This is what these guys did. So what happened with Mersh is he saw that movie. Favreau's in it. I think Favreau, did he make that movie as well? Maybe Vince Vaughn. Now most people see that movie and they're like, I'm Vince Vaughn. But Mersh is so cross-eyed and dumb. He's like, I'm the fat one. And then he started going back through Favreau's collection of work, and he saw PCU. Favreau played a character called Mersh in it. This will all be proven by the end of Mersh Week. So, the other thing here is he is becoming, or at this time, he attempted to become an Eminem guy. Now, I'm going to just come out and say it. Enraged comedy rap is not a genre. That's not a thing. You can't set a new standard of enraged comedy rap. It don't exist. You can do it, I guess, and you can say you're doing it, and then everyone will give a collective yawn and move on with their lives because you're not Eminem, and that's not a style of thing. Here's another guy who thought he was an Eminem guy. Red Bar. Now, Red Bar's from Chicago. Mersh is from this makes sense for Mersh. Mersh is from Long Island. These are New Yorky sort. Well, I guess Eminem's from Chicago, though, right? Is that
Detroit?
No,
I think,
Detroit.
right?
But Detroit, Chicago, kind of they're close.
Same.
The same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit, retards. Fuck you. So, fuck black people. No, So isn't it interesting that these are they're both so easily affected by a movie they saw one time, and then they turned into basically the same kind of Jewish man in the end. All right, so just something to think about. Enraged comedy rap, originally hailing from the mean streets of Long Island, New York, Sheely was raised on guns, drugs, gang wars, ice, fine honeys, fat rims, gold teeth, and the new DMX record. So this is a joke. He's doing a joke here, right? But saying the new DMX record, this is Mr. Wigger, right? Oh, I'm a Wigger. I know black shit. So he spelled teeth with an F, and then says the new DMX record, meaning he didn't know what the new DMX record was. He didn't know what to say. You would just use a specific if you could use the specific. He didn't know what to say. So, fake Wigger. Mersh is a fake Wigger. I know he's trying to be a rapper here, but he doesn't know whatever DMX's latest release is. By the age of 12, he had already been arrested for armed robbery, grand theft auto, and sexually assaulting a quadriplegic with a bowling pin. Look out, Quadfather! Mersh also can't spell quadriplegic. Oh, you're fine, Quadfather. He's looking to sodomize a quadriplegic, and also you're not a quadriplegic. With a bowling pin. I wonder what other fun items we can think of to shove up butts. I'm sure we'll come up with more. By the way, by the age of 12, he had already been arrested for that. Yeah, by the age of 12, your baby cousin had been arrested for sexually assaulting you. When Sheely was 14, he was shot 9.5 times. The 10th bullet grazed his right ass cheek, therefore making him half a bullet harder than 50 Cent. This is like so white. This isn't what a Wigger says. Not even a funny Wigger. They take their blackness seriously. You don't get to do this and be a Wigger. Recently, the self-named Whitey McG-Funk. Oh. He's giving himself another nickname here, by the way. Whitey McG-Funk relocated to Topsail Beach, North Carolina, where he spends his days hiding from the feds, and his nights baiting sweet country poontang with his extensive collection of Travis Tritt records. Now, again, this is all a joke, I know, but we'll be diving further into how well Mersh is doing with the honeys in just a moment here. His upcoming 9-track EP, tentatively titled The Beast, will be a show of raw, unbridled anger. Who is this? I'm sorry. Are you doing a press release? Is this your AOL homepage is you reaching out to a girl from 4 years ago that you remember from high school, but also doing a press release for an album you have not recorded, and I guarantee never happened ever. This doesn't exist. There's no lost media here, nothing ephemeral going on. The Beast never existed. He's doing dopamine hits before that was a thing. He's doing the classic, I'm just putting out the idea so that I don't have to do it and I can get the rush of people hearing about it. Tentatively titled The Beast. Are there other irons in the fire? Just name it. It's your fake fucking thing. Will be a show of raw, unbridled anger and brutally immoral humor embedded within the grooves of punk, reggae, and hip-hop. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Finally, a record for no one. This has all the makings. This has all the makings of the world's worst record. Hey, imagine if you took all the shittiest things and put them in a blender and then chewed it up and somehow reconstituted it back into those individual pieces and regurgitated it into a human being's mouth. The Beast. Lyrically, he pays homage to his long list of comedic idols, which include Jim Norton and George Carlin. Okay. I could write a tome on the Jim Norton part alone here. Again, the man has never changed. He's been ripping off Jim Norton since before he started doing comedy. Remember, Mersh didn't start doing comedy until 2007. He's somehow found a way to rip off Jim Norton in a rap album.
Oh my God.
But it tinks. But let's forget about that. Okay.
Now he has a trans girlfriend.
That's true. He's ripping him off in lots of ways. Let's forget about that. Jim Norton, we know. Everybody knows, right? We all just silently understand the Jim Norton part is so embarrassing. Let's talk George Carlin for a second. It's 2003. You are, as a comedy influenced whatever, you are legally required to name check George Carlin. Even I did it. I fell for this trick. I never liked George Carlin, ever. But because everyone else told me, oh, look, it's a comedian with long hair. By the way, he's a bald guy. Listen, everybody tells me to cut my hair. Then George Carlin gets on stage and they're like, nice ponytail, bald man. He's saying the things we're all thinking. Yeah, because he's talking hack. Fucking George Carlin never had a fucking idea. Never said a funny thing. Not a comedian. George Carlin, not a comedian. He's a listicle. Remember?
He's ripping off Dr. Seuss.
Damn.
Hat.
It's true.
Tree. He sat in a tree. In a tree or on a tree? Was the tree up his keister? Keister, hiney, butt. Listen, this is every fucking George Carlin bit is a BuzzFeed listicle. It's a thesaurus. You want to hear a George Carlin bit? Say a profound thought to a 14-year-old, then take the key word in it and say every single synonym of it. Fuck George Carlin. You had to do it. If you're a fucking, acerbic, long-haired atheist comedian in 2003, everybody tells you George Carlin's your guy. You start believing him. You go, oh, yeah, he's he's number one, right? Everybody says he's number one, so he's got to be number one. I had never even fucking listened to George Carlin at all. And I just nodded my head and went along with it. And then I finally heard it, and I could not believe my ears how shitty and bad it was. Like I thought it was a practical joke. I had heard Bill Hicks before George Carlin, which is kind of strange. And Bill Hicks, also terrible. Also shittiest thing alive. Not as bad as George Carlin, though. George Carlin, it is Dr. It's like a child's idea of being an adult is George Carlin. It is like a kid's poetry slam or something. I don't know how else to describe it. Here's the 7 dirty words you can't say on the internet. I can't say them. I wanna, but I can't say. I'm thinking them though. Are you receiving me? Man, I want to do it. I have a classic bit. It's my George Carlin bit. The 7 dirty words you can't say on the internet. Now, you remember the George Carlin one. It's shit, piss, fuck, cunt, something like that. I don't know. Motherfucker is on there, even though fuck is already on
Isn't
there.
cocksucker on there too?
Cocksucker motherfucker. Yeah. And shit piss cock sucking fucking shit in my fucking mom's dyke pussy. Something like that. And then and this was crazy. Because you couldn't say the words. You used to be able to say words, now you can't. Some words are good, others are bad. How do you know? They're just sounds that come out of your mouth. Fuck you! Fucking George Carlin thinking I'm retarded. I'm sitting there in the audience. Words. I hate George Carlin so much. Now, I just jumped down the George Carlin throat here because this is so classically Mersh. What can Mersh never do? He can never make a list. His every list is just two things, and the second one doesn't count. He's doing it here. Jim Norton, check. That for sure. Yeah, 100%. He's definitely inspired by Jim Norton. George Carlin is the you had to say that in 2003. You had to. So he's got a list of one. He didn't even try. He should have put ... as if there was going to be another one. Trail off on there. Are people hating my opinion on George Carlin in the chat, by the way? I forgot that the chat exists.
No.
And are we all upset? Say there's 14 words now. Here's the 14 words you can't say on the internet. We must protect. What is it? We must secure a future. Or something. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not a racist. George Carlin, by the way. George Carlin, by the way, is the reason we have these squirrely little zip nuts running around talking about you're only allowed to punch up. You're not allowed punching down. That's a George Carlin concept. I don't think people realize that. He was talking about punching down back in like 2003 on Larry King or something like that. There's a clip of him talking about punching down. And now all these Redditors and all these gay lord joke policemen use this term as if it's a comedian's term. It's not a comedian's term because George Carlin said nobody had ever said that before. And then nobody said it for like 15 years after that. And then all of a sudden this term came up, and the only people who say it are non-comedian people, which tells you something about George Carlin. Did anybody hear is anybody familiar with the thing where they faked an AI doing George Carlin stand-up? It was a whole kerfluffle. This podcast put out this thing where they pretended, they didn't really do, they pretended like they fed George Carlin's comedy to an AI and then had it perform. In reality, they wrote all the jokes and then just used a George Carlin voice clone to perform it. And they nailed it. It's exact. And people were so pissed. And it was so funny. It was so good. And I think the thing, like, it's my favorite thing about AI too, where all the artist people are like, you can't, it doesn't have soul. They're trying to find anything that makes it so that the AI is bad compared to their SpongeBob drawings. So they're like, oh, humans have there's a quality to it that the AI will never replicate. They fucking nailed it. And of course, nobody knew that they did. Most people didn't get the joke that they had written the jokes. That it was a human. So they're sitting there in the comments saying, a robot could never replicate the genius that is Carlin. A human being, the human touch of George. It was a human. A human did it. And he fucking nailed it. And they got sued by George Carlin's daughter over this. They did it such a good job that they were like, people are going to think this is really George Carlin. So you have to take this down. They got sued over it. It was incredible. I don't know if like a bootleg of that still exists anywhere. That's a worthwhile listen. Check that out. While his musical goal ultimately is to completely rip off Sublime, the Transplants, and the Beastie Boys, So I love how the first thing he's inspired by, he's a comedic idols, but then he admits to the music part, again, because he's a fake music guy, that he's completely ripping off these other things. Though that's a rip off. The comedian one, though, not ripping off George or Jim Norton. Drugs, dysfunction, and rebellion have always played a large role in my life, says the 20-year-old artist, me, the guy typing this right now, quoting myself. Hell, I could get up every morning working 9 to 5 and be just like every other miserable American zombie out there. He was, God damn! It doesn't even exist yet. The ability, right. He's calling wage cucks before there were wage cucks. That's just you're talking about normal. Hell, I'm a miserable American zombie. Oh, you mean a fucking productive member of society? Yeah, I could do that. But then again, I could also sodomize myself with a pine cone. We found one. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, what's on the board of things Mersh wants to shove up an ass? Pine cone. And the outcome would be the same. The songs he writes are littered with... I was like, oh, I should stop doing the voice. This isn't Mersh talking anymore. It's Mersh talking! Who is writing this for him? The songs he writes are littered with harsh lyrics about drugs, rape, religion, sexually transmitted diseases, which really isn't just having sex with Mersh, its own sexually transmitted disease, girls, handicapped people, and many other social taboos. It would be easy to make bland jokes about farting and the differences between men and women. But if I wanted no dick, I could get the same result by self-castrating myself with a rusty butter knife. Sorry. By the way, the same you just did the same result joke. The outcome would be the same. You're like copying your own homework here. The outcome would be the same. Just change it around a little bit. Oh, okay. Same results. I enjoy cracking jokes about AIDS and people with Down syndrome because there's something much more enjoyable about making people feel bad for laughing. If you really listen to the words between the insults and foul language, you get his real story and get a sense of why he's so angry. His story is one of poverty. Maybe
that story never gets old with him.
Maybe try wage cucking for a little bit. Of course, he moved to North Carolina. I don't know if he's already working his pizza boy job at this point. His story is one of poverty, struggle, and heartbreaking romantic experiences. Oh boy, is it. I had this one ex-girlfriend. She broke my heart like you wouldn't believe. She was such a skank that you could get herpes just by jerking off to her yearbook picture. Now, you may think this is just a colorful little bit of language, little story he's telling for this thing. No. We're going to go into a deep dive on this exact girl he's talking about. In fact, I don't know if he's ever getting over her. This might be a girl that Ice Dancer should worry about. Starting off the record is a disclaimer, both about his talent and the lyrical content. I don't think I'm anything special. In fact, I don't even have any talent. Okay, finally, thank you. I think we can just end it there. But I do consider myself funny in a stomach cancer sort of way. You already did cancer earlier. Also featured on the upcoming release are the songs... No, they're not, by the way. This doesn't exist. Jimmy Hat Dub and Trauma Queen.
Oh my God.
Rack it up, guys. We've got another AKA, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another AKA, the Trauma Queen. Now, he thinks that's... when you're a New Yorker, that sounds like a brilliant play on Drama Queen. For the rest of us, we go, that doesn't rhyme. Doesn't it sound the same? Trauma, drama. Yeah, they're the same. Toy. Trauma, drama. Get it? Where he talks about the evilness of the female race. Lines like, I felt complete. I thought it was a dream, but she turned out to be a fucking trauma queen. Now I dream every night about making her bleed because she fucked the whole goddamn football team.
What the fuck? Okay, that's too much.
Nigga, you're 20. Football team, what are you... This didn't happen. You're living in Dawson's Creek, okay? What is this? 90210? She fucked the whole football team. You loser. You dork. This is incel before incel. Give you a fair sense of where Schiele is. Give you a fair sense of where Schiele is coming from and where he plans on going. He explains, the world is a toilet and I'm about to take a big shit in it. Watch out for this pissed off suburbanite MC. If you're...
Is he poor or is he a suburbanite?
You know, whatever. Is a trailer park in suburbia, or does that count? Or watch out for this pissed off suburbanite MC. If you're not careful, you might get an email one day simply saying, you've just made it onto my CD. Now kill yourself.
My God.
I'm Tom Gully, and you're watching Is This Live, the show on the PodAwful TV network. PodAwful.pizza.
Now kill yourself. Hamburger. Imagine that. That's his catchphrase. You know? You might be a redneck if that's not good enough. Here's your sign. Just fucking kill yourself. You just made it onto my CD. Whoa. You got to remember, 2003, Dane Cook's he's releasing his number one album of all time, Retaliation. For some reason in 2003, comedy albums were dangerous. They would hurt you. His first album, Harmful If Swallowed. That was Dane Cook. So there might be something there. Check out some friends of mine whose creative careers are far more well off than mine. So he's even back then, he's doing the link. Remember, he had the link back thing, the Friends page on ROTC, where it was me and Porcelain and everybody he could put on there to try to get
Natalie's song was on there for years. I think he's still on there.
This dude's hyperlinking, and he's got this band, The Verdict's, on there. If you only check out one band, make it this one. The Godfather, I don't know what that is. Diffuser, don't know what that is. So he thinks he's friends with this band. I looked up, he's not friends with them. I actually looked into this. They didn't even know who he was. Wow. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the Livejournal.
Yeah. Are you starting from the last page?
The very first entry.
Yeah.
We're going to go in chronological order here. Now, Mersh began live journaling on the same day he took his trapezoidal photo of himself. September 29th, 2003. This was the day Mersh was deciding he was to become an internet man. And it starts off with a good one. My lame ass first day, September 29th, 2003. Gee, what an exciting day to start this journal, considering I did absolutely dick today. Besides play with my prick and eat today, I wrote like one verse for a song. I also added a picture of my deformed self to Hot or Not. Considering I am a genetic disaster who looks like Keller from Oz with Downs. He's quoting HBO shows contemporaneously. He's doing premium TV HBO references even back then. Actually, when did Oz end? Oz was like the first one of those shows. Hang on a second. HBO Oz. When did it end? Because what if this one's out of date? Oh my God! It ended February 23rd, 2003. He's even out of date on this one. Oz is over. Nobody was even watching Oz. I expected my meaty-breasted self. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Mersh's last vestige of self-awareness. You're watching it disappear in real time here. To get the first ever decimal point score. Somehow, after 22 votes, only 5 of which were actually friends. Yeah, right? I ended up with a 9.5. I demand a recount. It's definitely either a fluke or there are a lot of sarcastic bitches out there. Well, there's definitely that. Now, this is, of course, humble bragging. This is female humble bragging. Jesse also rapped a song. Yeah. Hey, how did you know about that? That's cool. You found that? I haven't heard that in a long time. Yeah, I did do it. I wasn't doing, what did Mersh call it? Angry, aggressive, I don't remember. I already don't remember.
Angry comedy rap.
Angry comedy rap, yeah.
Enraged. It's definitely either a fluke or there are a lot. I already read that. Thank God. Anyway, thanks to Allie for introducing me to this. That's the girl from the fucking site. So that he put her on there and then put the rate me. She told him about this site. He put that on. He was hoping she would go on there and rate him. And he probably figured in his mind, nobody else is going to do it, so I'll know exactly what she thinks about me. She just instantly tanked his. She was the only one that did one. For introducing me to the site, and Raven for giving me the code to get on here and kissing me in high school and making me feel cool. Point of personal privilege. Raven, isn't that what his haint sister called herself? Raven Tess Schiele?
Tess Raven
Schiele. So he kissed her in high school and felt cool about it? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. I thought his cousin was the only one getting in on the action. I've been in North Carolina now for over a month, and I'm as miserable as fuck. I swear to God, I hope everyone in this godforsaken state gets their mullets caught in their fucking tractors and ends up looking like the guy in MTV's Oddities. Wow, everybody knows what you're talking about there. What a relevant sort of thing to bring up with the lawnmower blade stuck in his head. You might as well have said Ripley's Believe It or Not. I mean, what are you fucking talking? I hate them all with a passion. By the way, not everyone in fucking North Carolina is like this cartoon redneck caricature. He showed up there and they're like, damn, look at this dude. He must be one of them Italian Jews I've heard so much about. City folk moving in. I hate them all with a passion. With their horribly stupid accents. They all sound mildly retarded. Okay, look. I hate to stick up for my people here. I don't even have the accent. I'm so sick of people saying that Southerners sound stupid. Now, everybody thinks that, including some Southerners. Everybody seems to think, number one, Southerner, that accent, that's what English is supposed to sound like, first of all. So that stupid, that's you going, I don't know how to talk. And you thinking that that's wrong. That's what English used to sound like in the early days of America. Okay, but fine, whatever. Fine, they sound stupid. Everybody thinks they sound stupid. Here's the interesting thing about that. Everyone agrees on that. And then you tell a guy, or a guy just decides to do an impression of a dumb guy every single time they do a New York accent. Sorry, that's true. Think about it. Think about it for 2 seconds. You say, do a dumb guy impression. You're going to go, hey, yo, dog, look at me. I'm a fucking retard walking around with a meatball sandwich over here. This is a universal thing. I've always noticed this. Everyone says rednecks sound retarded. Everyone says Southern accent is retarded. Everyone does New Yorker when they do dumb guy. Dumb meathead, doobie boobie bloop bloop. Every single time. New Yorkers, sorry, you don't get to say Southern accent sound retarded. You are the universal shorthand for retard voice. Literally just being in proximity to Italians apparently is enough. You beat out every Southerner when it comes to the retard. I was going to say retard Olympics, but we have a term for that, and it's Special Olympics.
Sorry, Jared.
It sounds like when your dad is on the show. Yeah, my dad has a Tidewater old Virginian accent. That's what English sounds like. Bad news for you. That's what it used to sound like all up and down the East Coast, the 13 colonies. What do you think? That's what British people used to sound like. Okay? You can say, my dad sounds stupid. Okay, fine. But if I told you to do an impression of him, you would accidentally start doing a New Yorker. You wouldn't be able to help yourself. It's true. Once you notice it, you will never stop noticing. Wait for it. Wait for the next time. People sneak it in. They don't say they're talking about a certain guy or an Italian guy or New York or anything. They just do dumb guy voice, and dumb guy voice is always a New Yorker, even from non-Southerners, even from New Yorkers. They get more New Yorky when they do a dumb guy voice. A-O. It always starts with A-O. Now, and you can make the argument that just means we think Italian guys, Goombas, are retarded. Yes. But also the rest of the earth thinks that New Yorkers are Italian guys. That's not my fault, so you got to live with that. And if I see one more goddamn pickup truck, I'm taking a fucking hostage. Mark my words. You're just looking for he's allergic to work. This dude sees a truck. He's like, what? A guy with a means of conveyance to make a living? A guy doing an honest day? What's he going to carry in there? Tools? I don't think so. He's getting mad over a dude having a job.
My wonky eye.
Yeah. I also haven't gotten a chance to drink one beer or smoke one bong since I moved here. My stress level is so high that I am now on the verge of having an aneurysm 3 times per day. Christ, the only thing keeping me from plunging a knife into my throat and ending it all is a fear of commitment. I'd lick a dude's helmet for 1 line of coke right now. Anyway, thanks for letting me vent, all. There's no all. This is your first post on a thing no one's reading, no one will ever read until 2026. I'm the first guy to ever read this. 23 years later, we're finally reading this. His lame first ass day. Okay.
When he says helmet.
Yeah, he means suck a guy's cock.
Yeah, that helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, he heard that on Opie and Anthony. It's 2003. He's listening to Opie and Anthony. Don't think this is just him. He's watching Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn. He's watching Opie and Anthony. He's hearing all those guys say that line exactly. He heard some guy say, and he's repeating it. He's only
watching Dave Attell.
Of course, Insomniac. Wake up late. Yeah, obviously he's watching Dave Attell. He's watching all of Comedy Central, The Man Show.
Mind of Mencia.
That's not yet. We're not there yet, I don't think. But Chappelle Show, for sure. He's watching the Lost episodes. Chappelle's not even in them. It's in that moment he's deciding that he actually is friends with Donnell Rawlings. Okay, he's just making that up.
having some sort of parasocial relationship with a black guy he saw on TV. So I guarantee you that entire last paragraph there was just so he could say the dude's helmet for a line of coke line. He heard that and he wanted to say that, and it was all leading to that. Here's a second post, which, by the way, is an hour later, less than an hour later. Mood enraged. Music rancids. Time bomb. I just want to say that I hope my ex-girlfriend, who will remain nameless, but everyone knows who I mean, gets knocked up by her abusive boyfriend. And one night, when they're done fixing up the baby's nursery, he's kicking her around the house and she miscarries. I would seriously masturbate to the thought of her crying in the freshly painted room.
Why'd you become Sven? There,
look how he spelled masturbate. That was me trying to say it the way he spelled it. Masturbate. What do you mean I talk like that? Okay, so that's psycho. What is he in his car recording himself saying that into the golden hour sunlight?
It's 2 a.m. He's raging.
2 a.m. This dude hasn't seen a fucking sunrise, and I don't know when. He's going to be asleep at noon when the cops are showing up to his door in 2003 as well. So, by the way, he says who will remain nameless. Let's see how long that lasts. I'll just give it another couple of posts here, I think. Now, there are 2 comments on this one. Let's see if these comments are still here. All right. Comments. Yeah. Oh, Lady Raven 7. Is this his sister?
No.
Wow, that's a bold statement. Oh, here's Allie. Here's the girl that he was trying to. Damn, that is bold. Okay, I know this is 2003, but dead internet theory much? What the is this? Are these AI replies? What is this? Why are they both saying the bold thing? I just want to say, did he say bold something in there? Okay, weird replies. All right. So, Mersh, you're scaring the hoes. I don't know if you're noticing, but they're not happy with you saying this. Does anybody want to buy a Gili Manjaro? Okay, so that's crazy.
Holy shit.
That Livejournal, this is what ads are on Livejournal right now. They're in Russian. Okay, here we go. Same day. Oh, he actually did see the sunrise. Oh, no, sorry. It's nighttime now. It's 9 p.m. So he's waking up. Okay. Another boring, wasted day of my life. Mood, self-loathing, and angry. Music, Judas Priest, hell-bent for leather. That's a gay guy song. Are you sure? I think we knew collectively as a country that was now gay guy stuff. By 2003, we weren't fooled by that anymore. We knew what the leather meant and the daddies and their hats.
Jesse, Mersh was 15 minutes late to his live stream. I posted the link to the show, and then he turned on subscribers only in slow mode. Just by the way.
Thank you. How are you late to a live stream? I don't even know how that's possible. 15 minutes late, like people were waiting around for a fucking night wait. What, the Rumble bots were getting tired or something? Were they complaining?
He's scheduled at 8:45. It's 8:57. He has 11 people waiting.
Well, I'll always say this. You can't be late to a live stream. There's no schedule. It doesn't matter what the time says on there. That's fake. You have to put something. You can't possibly know. You know? You don't know when you're going to go live. So I'm going to forgive him. I'm going to give him that one. And then were the people, but in the chat room, were the people like, late and gay, fuck this, hurry up, like they are in my chat?
There's nobody in the chat. Right, I was the only person in the chat.
That's what I was looking for, yeah.
I just noticed there's 400 people watching. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. So he was somehow, by the way, he's got 2 musics. This took him so long, he listened to 2 songs while writing this. FFX Otherworld. I don't know what that is. Is that also a gay guy's band?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah, probably. AKA a band. Well, as the title of this entry suggests, it was another day of boredom. Besides making an appointment with an employment agency. I laid around feeling sorry for myself again today. I slept late because my friend Chris and I sat up all last night. We saw what you were doing last night is 2 a.m. 1 post ago. So we sat up late all last night talking about this chick he's pining for. I love that kid to death. One of the nicest, coolest guys I know. But he's so pussy whipped over a girl he's not even gotten pussy from. Watch this. This rocks. I pre-read this one. Just some emo groupie he met online. Again, I care for the guy, but he really needs to invest in a pair of prosthetic testicles, as they would get him much closer to getting real pussy. But he does get props. He played me a voicemail of my ex-girlfriend, Angela. Okay, so now we've got the name. That was 1 post ago where he wasn't naming her. Angela left him, in which she coughed a lot and jokingly said, "Sorry, I have lung cancer, haha. Well, one can only hope, you trashy bitch." Okay, so he's shitting up. Now, by the way, Mersh has just moved to, this is what you got to keep in mind. He's in his mid-20s or whatever. He's just moved to North Carolina. He doesn't know anybody. He's got like a handful of friends. He doesn't even have a real job yet. He's got this guy, Chris. They stay up all night. I don't know. Is this a friend from back home? Is he laying on his bed, twirling the cord around his finger, talking to him on the phone, kicking his little sock feet up in the air behind him? Maybe. Maybe this is a guy he knows in the real world. Maybe this is a guy from North Carolina he's made friends with. The only guy he met that didn't have a pickup truck. But all I know is he's talking a lot of mad shit about one of his few friends here, saying that this dude's pining over a girl. He's so pussy whipped, it's a girl he's never even gotten pussy from. And then he goes on to say, I was also talking to this chick that I've known since like 9th grade, who I spent years trying to fuck to no avail. This dude. This Mersh is...
How does he repeat his life so often? What the fuck?
Psycho. Mersh is a broken clock that's right at all points of the day. Okay. It's the same fucking story every single time he talks. By the way, I, hypocrite, just got exposed in chat as a viewer of PodAwful. It's so crazy. Mersh literally just made fun of a guy for a thing, and 1 second later is admitting he's doing the exact same thing. This is every episode of Nightwave. You're looking at the blueprint. You could just read this and go, okay, got it. Got it. He's doing the difference. She dissed me for years and then told me last night that I got hot. Apparently, someone recently shot her in the eyes with pepper spray or man goo, because I'm a fucking mess. I yelled at her for dissing me back in the day, and she told me it was because I never had self-esteem. How can I have self-esteem when I spent my junior high years getting repeatedly laughed at by every vagina in New York? The Triangle Girls. This is what we were talking about. The Triangle Girls. The girls, he said that the girls used to laugh at him and tease him about the triangle, and he never elaborated on that, and we realized that must mean that his penis is a triangle, and here he is admitting it. Talk about the chicken and the egg.
I swear to God, if I had water balloons filled with hepatitis, I would throw them directly in her face. I've heard that one, but I know he's stealing that. Then she mentioned my best friend who fucked her one night and now avoids her at all costs and how much he hurt her. Well, that cunt got exactly what she deserved. A load in her face, another in her dumper, and no follow-up call. He is now imagining the sex his best friend had with the girl that he had a crush on. He's like picturing, he's like, definitely he fucked her in the mouth. Anal? Anal's on the table for sure. Yeah, I bet he raw dogged her up the butt. Just suck and get out of the car. He's a dick and she should have known better. He's a dick, he says about his best friend. This dude is so pussy hurt. Holy fucking shit. I mean, I think the only phrase for this is touch starved. This is a touch. This is a touch-starved man. We've been watching for 20 years this man be touch-starved. I went on eBay today and put in a bid for the original Sim City, a classic game that I've loved since I was in 5th grade. The best part is that it's only costing me $3. Ha! Great shit. I can't wait to get that fucker in the mail. I'm also getting paid soon, so the first thing I'm going to invest in is a dime bag and a 12-pack. Mersh is doing futures. Yes, sobriety is really catching up with me fast. I could have sworn my mother's painting of Jesus smiling was staring at me in disgust. And creatively, I am in hell. But guess what? You're never getting out. I am going through one of my depressed writer's block periods. I haven't had one of those since that Jew bitch Karen left my ass. Oh my God, there's another girl who's left him. Now that I'm on the subject of Karen, here we go. I hope that piece of human garbage goes in for chemo and loses her bleached hair, only to find out she didn't even have cancer in the first place. Okay, where's the
Okay.
I thought you were having writer's block. You're writing insane shit like that. Just keep that going. That would fill my empty soul with glee. And if you happen to ever read this, wait till my song about you comes out, you slut. Kill yourself. Okay. Yay. Well, I guess that's all for now. I'm sure you'll all hear from me again soon, unless I decide to use my toaster as a bath toy. Later, kids. So, suicide baiting and knowing his audience, the children that he thinks about all the time. All right. Goddamn, we are only 3 posts in. Fuck, look at this. Fuck.
Oh, he's feeling lazy, though, in that
one. There are like 90 pages of this.
Oh.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Oh, no.
We'll be right back. Guys.
Oh, thank you, please.
Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know. We'll be right back. I am going to, I got to take a little break here. I got to refresh my drink. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does sound nice.
Got to get a little bit more power going on here and freshen up a bit. I do want to say this. Join our Discord, podawful.com/Discord. You could join us on air right now. As a matter of fact, if you join the Discord, podawful.com/Discord, that's the cult. Podawful.com/cult, that's the Discord. I think both of those do work, actually. Here's the problem. We need more henchmen. The new season is coming sooner than you think. Okay? We're doing a Mersh finale. We're about to wrap up all this fucking slop. And we need more henchmen. We need people out there. We're getting some big things on the horizon. We're going to be doing some crazy stuff. I need everybody hands on deck. And I'd like to see more people out there joining in.
I'm going to jail.
Now, here's a problem. You know, whenever people join, anybody that we don't know, don't trust, they're called noids. And the thing with noids is they're stupid. And a lot of them don't know how to connect their account from the pizza fund to the Discord. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to have a paid account to be part of all the fun, you can have a free account on my website, PODAWFUL.com, and still have access to tons of stuff on the Discord. Unfortunately, people haven't been able to figure that out. And as a result, I had to start outsourcing henchmen. Now, I'm as American as apple pie. Okay. I hate taking away jobs from perfectly good, hardworking, Western henchmen. But market's not looking good right now. So I have been outsourcing, but I think I did a good thing here. I actually had my outsourced henchmen put together a tutorial on how to connect your pizza fund. So many people can't figure out this Discord stuff. You guys have heard it a million times, right?
Yeah, we've tried to explain it to them too.
It's literally a button.
Yep.
It's like
colored.
one thing, and I have so many people coming to me going, Jesse, can you just manually change my role? I fucked up. I don't know how it works. So I said, you know what we got to do? I'm going to outsource this. We're going to get the new Indian henchman on this, and we're going to come up with a very clear, very concise explainer for how to do this, so that there's no more excuses for any of this. Okay, so here is our brand new training manual for henchmen on how to connect stuff. I'll be right back. You guys check this out.
Welcome to the Awful Tech Support Safety class. Our customer is #1 priority after marriage of our daughter. Our customer having money. Our customer come very much first. Ensure there is no injury to our tech customer.
Is it not God's will for the technology to be breaking, sir?
No, you stupid dove! You must listen. It is the machine's fault, not God's. Curse the machine. Please watching to this informational video of how to help our tech victims.
Thank you for calling Awful Tech Crisis Support Hotline. My name is Christopher Jonathan. I will be helping you, sir.
I understand you are seeking help to connect your Pizza Fund account to Discord and join the cult. Our around-the-clock support team is here to help, sir. Connecting your Pizza Fund account to Discord can be done in 5 very simple steps, my friend. Step 1, sir. You are going and creating one free account and connecting your Discord at this website, PODAWFUL.com, for receiving the cult role and getting access to more channel. We will resolving this, my friend. Please hold. Step 2. Please sign up for your free account. Make sure to verifying your email properly. If not seeing an inbox, check spam folder, sir. And whitelisting our site so not happening again next time. If you're having already paid account, you skipping this step, no issue.
I am very much connecting you now to my supervisor. Please do not worry, sir. Please hold. This is my supervisor, sir.
The next easy step, very simple, sir. Do not worry, please. This next part very, very important, because now time running out fast. There is one big bomb inside call center, sir. Please save me and my family, sir. I'm begging you. They have placed a time bomb under my chair. If you're not following each step properly, we may never see each other again, sir. I having wife and small children, awful tech not allowing me to see them. Step 3. Sir, listen very carefully now. Time is running out fast. Go to account page immediately, podawful.com/edit. Bloody. And click link your Discord account button right now. Do not delay, sir. Make sure you already logged in bloody Discord account on your device machine. Hurry, hurry.
Please hold, my friend. Hello, Uber Eats support. How many packet of tartar sauce were you supposed to be in receipt of, sir?
If not doing this exactly now, very bad thing happening, sir. Account locking forever, sir. Do it quick. Just click the goddamn button. What is your problem? Are you retarded? Click the fucking button, you fuck. If paid account access coming instant, but must do now before too late. Fuck my shit. Fuck me in the shit of just fuck my fucking shit. Fuck. Step 4. If you on free account only, you can subscribing to paid account for access more channels, sir. Very easy. Thank you for your patience. Your patience most highly appreciating while I checking status of your gift card deposit. Please ensure you are using correct Discord account, sir. Go to PODAWFUL.com and click subscribe. We valuing your business very much, sir, and making all of the many effort to ensuring you paying forever, no issue. My name is Jackie Cha. I need your money now. Send your fuck money, my friend. We cannot doing manual change of your role for you. Sorry, sir. It is not possible at all. I'm going to soon escalating this issue to our higher up department, sir. Please do not hang up.
Yes, sir. Hello very much. I am the supervisor. My name is Michael Jordan. We will resolve your issue, my friend.
No worries, sir. Our Discord role is fully controlling by one very highly advanced AI bot only. This bot is most sophisticated artificial intelligence system, sir. Very powerful.
Beep boop. I am so fucking engineered, baby. Beep boop.
Will you helping me fill out one H-1B visa form, sir? I can please live in your house?
Step 5. Please remembering to follow the one rule of the PODAWFUL cult. This is very, very important.
We here at Awful Tech are happy to help. Oh no, how can this be? Please help me now, sir. I am trapped inside the machine. Please, sir, you must helping me.
This is the number one rule.
I need tech support. I need real tech support.
Sharing cult posts without permission would be muy bombard, sir.
I am your friend, Christopher Jonathan. You must get me real tech support to get me out, sir. Get me out, you bloody, you fat. Please, my friend, sir. You must shit fucking help me.
We are currently working on your issue.
Please do not share anything posted here outside of the cult. Thank you for choosing Awful Tech Support. You have been banned for breaking the terms and service. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I am redeemed.
Okay. I'm hoping to God that everyone learned something. Any question, my friends?
But sir, how do you knowing the man escaped the machine?
Because that Christopher Jonathan was me!
Okay, I hope everyone learned something from that. PodAwful.com.
Honestly,
cult.
We could watch it again.
You want to? Yeah, we lost 70 people, I think, during that. So
it's so simple.
What do they think? I'm not coming back to do the rest of the thing they came here for. You can't wait. They're like, oh, I gotta check in with the Dabbleverse real quick. The funniest part of the episode. I gotta get out of here. That's gonna be funnier than anything else, to be honest. PodAwful.com/cult. Join the cult, and it's just that simple. Thank you. Please, no more questions for me when it comes to tech stuff, when it comes to the Discord, any of that. If you can't figure it out on your own, all the answers were right there in the video. Or you can call the support line, 480-38-awful. 480-38-awful. Leave a voicemail if you can't get through. There's lots of people calling. A lot of people don't know how Discord works. It's crazy. So feel free to leave a voicemail there and see what happens with that. Okay, so let's get back to the thing that people aren't mad about me. Look, they're coming back. Everybody's coming back. They're seeing the thing back. What did you do? I mean, how do they know? So are they just opening up the tab and then closing it again? Going, I need to see the words on the screen.
Hit him with that Indian shit.
I might make you fucking watch. I honestly might make him watch it. What was it? 9 minutes, I think? Yeah, actually. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, shit.
Is this a cult if I ever heard one? Yes, it is. It's a cult. I mean, it's the cult of cult.
What if I just never come back?
Thanks to Awful Tech, I've got more time to spend with my family.
Thanks to Awful Tech, I can breathe again.
Fuck me.
Thanks to Awful Tech, I can hang with my friends, feel young again, and live my best life.
Talk to your doctor today to see if Awful Tech Capsule Concepts is right for you. Visit awful.tech to see more.
Sorry, guys. Moon bases don't pay for themselves. Awful.tech. Get yourself a female cop, gun drawn, doggo doesn't die t-shirt in celebration of the final Mersh episode. All right, here we go. This post is called Blah, and it happened just a few hours after the last one. Holy shit. His mood, lazy. I guess we're just going to keep that status update from now on. We're just never going to change that ever again. Music, this is Psycho, listening to old Opie and Anthony bits. It's 2003. How they had old ones back then for you to listen to? Key ripes, man. Okay, so hello all. G Menez. What? Did you say something?
No, I was just gonna say hi, Jesse.
You were going to say hi, Jesse, in the middle of all of it?
Hi, Jesse.
What?
You said hello all.
I said hello all.
I know you're reading it, but still, you said hello all, so I said hi, Jesse.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Fine. Well, if you're gonna do it, do it. You know, don't. Then you halfway it, and I go, huh? I love
this
peanut.
is the comedic genius that Shaman fell in love with.
I know. Yeah. This is what happens.
Hey,
when there's
my
no...
Dr. Seuss joke made you laugh.
Hey,
so.
hey, look, there's no way for me to pull all the levers and pulleys right now to make her talk, Shaman. Are you noticing? You see any difference here? She goes, hi. She say hi, Jesse. That's a funny joke. Okay, hello all. Hi, Jesse. But you go, bah. What, do you not know how to say it unless I say it first?
No, I'm just so excited about this episode. I'm getting nerd adrenaline. I'm stuttering and shit.
Awful.tech, grab a shirt. All right. Hello all.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
She didn't even fucking say it.
No.
Fuck me, man. Are you kidding? I gave you a fucking second shot. You know, I love... Everybody hates this. And the people are tuning out in the droves, by the way. I haven't even gotten to the good part yet. Oh, well. I love the peanut gallery. I love a few disembodied voices just chipping in, saying a little funny thing. I think a hi Jesse right there would have been very funny. And then your fucking stupid ass couldn't muster the courage to say my name. Your heart started fluttering in that moment. And then I gave you a second shot, and you're like, you heard the other two guys say it. Fucking Dirk didn't even say it at the same time as Urquid or whoever. And then, and you still didn't think to jump in on the chorus.
Yeah, you had a chance.
So dumb. All right, anyway, I cannot believe he was listening to old Opie and Anthony bits. But hello, all.
Hi, Jesse.
Jesse.
Everybody's right about the Discord shit. I gotta just dump you guys. All right.
Dump it.
This has been a rather sober, uneventful week. You know what that means. I didn't get paid today because I don't have a fucking job. Wait a second. I didn't get paid today because my landlord said he needs to submit my timesheet to accounting. Does Mersh think he gets paid by his landlord? That's not how that works. I'm almost
What is he, an
positive.
immigrant?
Yeah. Hey.
No.
He's living in a Hilton, I guess. He only has 3 fucking employees. What? Are you one of them? Why is he paying? This is not... Mersh is so out of touch with how life works that he thinks...
Does he work like the groundskeeper for like some apartment or something?
Dude, come on. Fuck no. No, of course not.
He still doesn't
Paid
have
by
a
his
job at
landlord.
this
Like, how does
point.
that work?
So yeah, I don't. Maybe it's like some kind of government assistance that depends on his living situation.
I think he was just good with the landlord. He brought weed to him every day.
My timesheet to account his landlord. That's crazy.
Does he like live above like a pizza place? And
I kind of think maybe it's some sort of fealty thing, like it's an actual lord. He's like a serf. he's living in a feudalistic system here. And judging by the looks of all three, I'd be surprised to learn how any of them can work a calculator. Oh yeah, they're the dummies, the guys with a job getting paid. It's not even like they're taking taxes out. How complicated could it possibly be? Well, we know Mersh didn't take any taxes out. I just want money, goddammit. It's my money, and I want it now. If I don't get paid and have a few beers soon, someone is getting their throat slit. I saw Raven's ass pressed against the glass. This is his sister he's talking about. He saw a picture of his sister with her ass pressed against glass. I would love to make overtly sexual comments about it, but I have too much dignity for that. Actually, are you sure about that, Mersh? What, were you dumpster diving? Where'd you find all that dignity? Actually, I have no dignity whatsoever. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just fear Raven and the consequences I would suffer for listing the objects in my home that I would enjoy seeing her ass pressed against. We're shoving more stuff up butts, guys. There's a running theme. Apparently, her and Allie were rather appalled by my comments made about one of my ex-girlfriends. Oh, he's talking about those 2 comments on the post from before? Jesus Christ. You're talking about, they're the only people reading. You can't talk about them in the third person like this. You should be talking about them in the second person. This is like the one time that's appropriate. Apparently, her and Allie were rather appalled. People appalled by what I have to say? Make people sick is such a new experience for me. Kind of like being sarcastic. And then he made some sort of irreparable error in the markup of his post, which I don't even know how that's possible. This is like a what you see is what you get sort of style post. And somehow he's doing code markups here. The owner must fix it manually. So, you know, that's not going to happen. The landlord's out until the timesheets are ready. The landlord of his post. And then these fucking post starts again. Hello, all.
Hi, Jesse.
Nigga. You had all that build up, all that time to be ready for it. You should have been jumping over top of me to say it. All right, well,
I don't want to read ahead.
I'm not reading the same paragraphs again. So here he is thinking about his sister's asshole again. Here's a picture I took today out of pure boredom. Those of you who don't know me are probably who's reading this that doesn't know you are probably wondering very simply why. Meanwhile, those of you who do know me personally won't even have to ask. Well, I can tell from the code here that the picture in question is him wearing the luchador mask, that Mexican wrestler thing. So the people who know him just know instinctively exactly why he's sitting around alone in his mom's trailer, putting on a Mexican wrestler mask and taking photos of himself. Okay. I've decided I might actually pursue a few college courses. I know, it's a scary concept, and I very rarely go back on my word, but I'm considering broadcasting, as I've always been told I have a face for radio. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and guess he never actually did that. It's just a guess. I've also been told I have the wit of an autistic, but I can't count toothpicks very well, so I guess broadcasting is the way to go. It is kind of insane. This is sort of a little time capsule here where you get to see what we used to think about autistic people, that they were toothpick calculators. That is the general way the public would have understood an autistic.
I might be looking to start an internet radio show in the next few months if I can find a partner funny enough who doesn't live in New York. Turns out he only needed 50% of those things to be true. Ladies and gentlemen, enter Royce Lopez. No, he did not know him back in 2003. So that also, he's been wanting to do an internet radio show since he was a baby, apparently. And finally, when did Revenge of the Sith start? 2017?
I thought it was 2016.
Is it six? No, I think because there's no way it's 2016 because they were late to the party when it came to the grid.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like 2016 would have been too on the mark for them. I think it was 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to see the layout and how to copy.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so it took him 14 years to finally get that going.
Well, he did the show with the
Fifth
gay
Circle.
Satanist.
Oh, good point. Let's let facts ruin our fun.
Oh, sorry.
You have any other thing? Would you like to also reveal that his penis is not triangular and he doesn't smoke bones?
Both of those things are true.
Those are actually true, and we've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Also, my hot or not rating is leveled off, dropping to a mere 8.0. That still isn't too bad considering I look like a burn victim. Come to think of it, I couldn't even pick up chicks in a burn unit, even if it had an open bar, and all the girls were morbidly obese and blind and addicted to cocaine, and I was related to Pablo Escobar. Okay, I'm done. By the way, I won my eBay bid for Sim City.
What the fuck?
And I'll be receiving it this week, depending on how much I get paid by my landlord. I might be putting a bid in for Final Fantasy X. That is the greatest game ever made. Is that even one of the good ones? Or I don't know enough.
It's considered one of the
I wouldn't
good
put it
ones.
up there personally, but
Is that what the FFX thing was? He was listening to a Final Fantasy.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's it.
Running through these hoes like a Malik Manessian. All right. Shout out to Eggy. Eggy followed me on Twitter today.
Oh hell yeah.
I almost passed out. I'm going to be honest that this is tough doing the voice and also just thinking about Mersh's gay ass life. We're not in there's worse. I hope people understand. Like, this isn't the thing that I think is the most cringe thing ever. We're just going in order. It's about to get worse. I'm not much of a video game freak, but certain ones blow my mind. That's all for now. But you may, by the way, Qbert is one of those that blows his mind. Couldn't believe it. He jumped on that little disc that took him all the way to the top. He was like, what the fuck? And then he started looking at Qbert's nose and thinking about all the pine cones he could be sticking in there. That's all for now, but you may very well hear from me again today, as I'm sure my daily aggravation has only begun. Well, I was hoping. All right, and
no comments on that one.
Let's see. Nope, he scared the hose off. They're gone. Reposting the picture, he says, same day. Sorry, I got the HTML wrong on the pic because I'm an inept ass who doesn't know how to be thorough. And it doesn't help that these Livejournal douchebags don't have a preview option. Oh, it was Livejournal's fault that you fucking made a fatal error and caused a panic of kernels. And then the picture's still broken. So there you go. Nailed it. Nailed it. Yep, it was Final Fantasy song because here he spells it out. Another update, same day. Mood, melancholy. Well, that makes sense because your life is truly an infinite sadness. Music, somehow not Smashing Pumpkins, to Zanarkand from Final Fantasy X, make fun all you want. Okay, so
Let's start with ha 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 ha, grown man listening to Final Fantasy music. Starting with Final Fantasy, gay name for a video game. What does that even mean? Sounds like your Final Fantasy sounds like when you were dreaming about me going to jail. To Zanarkand. Of course he's going to Zanarkand. He's probably overdosing and needs to get Zanarkand. To Zanarkand. How as a grown man do you play a video game? You read this sentence and you go, yeah, I'm going to keep going with this and I'm going to tell people about it. Zanarkand. That Zanarkand is like, you know, what an 11-year-old comes up with for a kooky name for a place. And then he says Shazbot afterwards. I've never written a serious reflection of how I feel. I usually just come on here and write morbid, joke-laden rants about things that... What do you mean usually? It's been 2 days. You usually come on here? This is... Yeah.
He's an expert at this. Come on.
September 30th. He started this on the 29th. I usually come on here. Okay. And write morbid, joke-laden rants about things that aggravate me. But I am more depressed, homesick, and suicidal than ever. And I am in a bad place right now, so bear with me. So Chris calls me and tells me that Angela, okay, we remember all these people, right? Called him to hang out. Now remember, Chris is the guy who's butt fucking and jizzing in the girls, and it's his best friend, but he hates them. But also Chris gets no pussy, but also he gets no pussy. But also Angela has a bag full of hepatitis inside her or something, and if you jacked off to her yearbook photo, you'd get AIDS. He tells her that I said you could get herpes from jerking off to her yearbook picture, which isn't too far from the truth. Yes, it is. That's not physically possible. It isn't too far from the truth. What'd you guys have? Scratch and sniff yearbooks? So she starts making fun of me about how I saw her a week before I left and hugged her and cried. Here we go. Okay. Everybody. Hey, guys, we ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Ooh,
We're
boy.
in crying territory. This is Mersh. He's doing an accident. He's doing an accidentally telling you. You could have just kept this to yourself. Just this one. I'm just going to put this one back here. Hi. I'm a princess from medieval times. This is crazy. Why would you say these words out loud to the internet? Okay, because it's 2003 and you think this is fine. About
Chris
how
Jackson in the sidebar, by the way.
Huh?
Chris Jackson, picture, not his whole Facebook, just his picture in the side chat.
This is the guy he's talking about. A real musician, I see.
Real musician, could be Mersh's brother.
Here's his best friend, Chris Jackson, who probably fucked this girl that he's talking about, and he just doesn't even know it. Probably was the most obvious thing ever. Everyone in their friend group knew he was getting cucked. In fact, Mersh probably wasn't even interested in Angela until she had gotten a face full of dingleberries from Chris. So, so she starts making fun of me about how I saw her a week before I left and hugged her and cried, and how I managed to call her a slut, a bitch, and tell her I love her all in one sentence. I'll be the first to admit that she was telling the truth. Don't admit that.
Dude.
Just lie. You lie about everything. Why do you... The only time he tells the truth is like when he shouldn't. No one would be mad if you lied about this. And I did mean it. But for the record, how can you not still feel some kind of love for someone who put you through 4 years of hell when you're a self-loathing, borderline schizophrenic with serious emotional issues? Hey, Mersh. Jesse from the future here. You know what you need? A nice, healthy dose of toxoplasmosis on top of that. That'll help. Oh, you're a BPD bitch? Oh, you're straight up a woman? How about you play around in cat shit for a little while, see what happens? Let's do an experiment. I want to mix it up, see what goes on. I want to put you inside a test tube. shake you around, see what color you turn into. And Mersh, by the way, is Mersh is truly a goonal experiment gone wrong. He's a test tube baby. You lift up that shirt, you look at that gunt, there ain't no belly button there. He actually cracked out of the tube. That's why his eyes turned crossed. His face smashed up against the glass and his eyes went wonky. This is something, we were trying to grow the perfect lol cow. My henchmen in the lab, they were thinking too much about if they could and not enough about if they should. It's actually rather easy, but at the same time, I've never felt such hatred for someone like I do for her. My blood absolutely boils at the mere mention of her name. I've literally had dreams about drowning her with my bare hands. Okay. Hey, Sheriff Grady Judd. Hello? This is the guy who's cross-eyed, drunk on stream, waving a gun around, saying this, by the way. Same guy, nothing's different. And woken up with an erection. Yikes. And by the way, I don't believe that. I believe everything up until erection. She spent years lying to me, telling me she loved me while fucking every failed musician on Long Island. Not every failed musician. The Beast. She skipped one. And by the way, we just saw his friend Chris is a musician, so. Meanwhile, one time I caught her and she had the balls to cry rape. Maybe she was crying rape because you were bursting in while she was in the middle of fucking some guy, you know? You were the rapist in that scenario. I almost burned that dude's house to the ground. Well, what did that guy do? Oh, raped her, I guess. Meanwhile, she told a mutual friend of ours that she was lying. That friend died shortly after. God damn, do you know anyone fucking alive? Meanwhile, that friend died shortly after. But she didn't take that secret with her. And now I know. Oh my God, he used his ghost hunting sister to contact her to find out the secret. A Ouija board gave him this info. And now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Now I know that she is the only person alive who is sicker than I am. Which is why I still, deep down, in the darkest part of my mind. That's a secret. Is all parts of his mind are the darkest. Still have some kind of sick love for her. But in the end, as fucked up as I am, I still believe in truth above anything else. Brutal honesty. Yeah, this is Mr. Truth. Like all junkies, Mr. Truth. This is he's about truth, justice, and the American way. He definitely doesn't lie constantly, sometimes about nothing. The only thing you tell the truth about is when it's the most embarrassing fucking thing ever for you. You are allowed in one scenario in all of life to tell little white lies. Now, Mersh loves to use this phrase, little white lies. He calls his penis little white lie. He loves to say this shit. And it's never a little white lie. A little white lie is when you say something to save face or save someone else's feelings. That's the only time it's acceptable. And I think everybody is just generally in agreement that that's fine to do. You know? For instance, look, we've all had our girl problems, okay? So, for instance, when I dated a literal schizophrenic publicly on the show, at first, no one knew. It was a secret. And then I revealed that I was dating this insane woman with blue hair and just straight up literal tried to murder me with a vacuum cleaner. By the way, I save face by telling little white lies about the order of operations on how all of that went down. And I will always do that forever. You will never know the true timeline of events that happened with that, because I'm saving face, not hers, mine. It would be too embarrassing for you to know. Public, you could never trust me again. Okay? And it's not that you shouldn't trust me. It's that there are some things of this earth. Everybody has these. Everybody has gone through these scenarios where it's so publicly humiliating for someone to know something about you that it changes the way you're perceived forever, even if that's not inherently true about you. Mersh has revealed every single one of those throughout his entire life, every time, at all times, and also his life is nothing but those events. Now, I bring up that girl because I'm starting to get a little feeling here reading this, okay? Every one of these posts, he's bringing up this Angela. And I'm starting to remember all these times where Mersh has been telling his little white lie stories on Nightwave about all the girls he's been with and how he fucked them and left them. And I cheated on every girlfriend I ever had. Is it sounding like those stories were true? How many times did I have to hear Skylar when Mersh was desperately trying to find anything to hit me back with? I'm realizing that every time he's talking about girls and his fucked up life and all this stuff, he's been talking about Angela. Every post of his is Angela. It's 20 years later, and he's still thinking about Angela. He's comparing Ice Dancer to Angela. If Mersh is live right now, you should be in his chat room going, what about Angela? Hey, Mersh, remember when you wished that a girl would abort her baby by being beaten to death by her husband? Angela. This is Mersh's life. It's so easy to sit there and go, oh, this is 20 years ago. This means nothing to him. No. Again, this is the roadmap. Think about every story he's ever told. Think about everything you've ever heard him say. We've never heard this story. We've heard the lie stories, the strippers and the porn stars, and I was running strip clubs and blah, blah. We know that shit's lies. This is what's really going through his head. He's never gotten over Angela. But the craziest part is, she's not even the only one. She's not even we've found multiple Angelas.
I would also like to point out that at least Skylar was attractive.
No,
Angela
wasn't.
Yes, she was.
No.
Angela is in the side chat.
That's a lesbian saying that, okay? That's a lesbian saying that.
You fucked her.
Okay, well, this isn't fair. This is, I mean, come on! This isn't fair, Feds. I can't show this. This is her. This is her now, first of all.
No, it's not.
This can't be an old photo. It's too clean.
Okay, hold on. Let me just, because it was posted in like 2013 and said from years past.
She doesn't deserve it. I will say this. I'm not going to show it. She doesn't deserve that because we're sitting here mocking her. I will say, though, she has some very strong features. And I'll say
he
this.
Has the squarest head
Okay,
I've ever
now
seen
look,
in
hey,
my
calm
life.
down. So look, Mersh has a type, and that type is cuboid. He's into Minecraft, okay? You might as well call him Steve because he's mining for square heads. He's a chicken jockey. That's what we call it in the streets.
when a guy getting head from a square head, when a guy gets square head, I feel like
if you want to see that photo, podawful.com/cult.
Well, yes, exactly, Urquit. Thank you. That's some good henshin. Here's the deal. Mersh dated. Do you guys remember Sarah Hightower? I've talked about this before. I think I showed her mugshot on the kill stream.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
Mersh
A
dated
brood of a woman, you said.
Brutal. She looks like Eddie Munster. All right. But she also had a perfectly Cubonic head. She might have had a Marowak head. It was so Cubone. This girl, the bottom of her head, she's got a lantern jaw. She might as well be Batman. I mean, Mersh has a fucking type, dude. If this is the I almost have to. You know what? What's this girl's name again? Allison or something? What was her? Allie?
No, this is
Angela. I don't want to show the old man either. Like, that's really sad. All right.
You want me to crop it for you? I will.
Crop it real quick just so I don't have to show him. I have to show her.
Yeah.
I have to show, and here's why. It's not even about her. Fuck it. All right, so what? You got a square head. I mean, that sucks. It looks really bad. I mean, you're not attractive. But I have to show it because this is the girl he's losing it over for the past 20 years. This girl destroyed this guy. Mersh has been taking the past few months going, I'm mentally destroying these dudes. Chad and Jesse and whoever, whatever dabble boomers he's talking about. I've got these guys. Angela fucking Cubone head Angela. Look at this. This is who he wished death on. He wished miscarriage on this. And again, let's leave her alone. Leave her out of it. It's the concept. It's not her. It's the concept of this. Joinks. Holy. She's cross-eyed. Fuck.
Dude, no.
Fuck. I didn't even notice. I was looking so hard at her. You could use her as a T-square if you wanted to. I've seen an architect use her to do a draft. Now, Mersh really has a type. He loves cross-eyed girls just like him. He loves cube heads.
Womp ass looking bitches.
Oh my God. Womp rat. This is Wampa, like from Super Mario. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's not Wampa, that's Womp. Wampa is from Star Wars.
Don't that mean the sound thwomp?
Thwomp. It's thwomp.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Wampa.
Yeah, I heard
Womp
that.
ass looking bitch.
Thwomp ass. Yeah.
Yeah. When she lays her head down at night.
Okay. Sorry. This is only funny because Mersh lost it over it. Like, we're laughing with you at Mersh. Hang on a second. Okay, this is Mersh getting head. Are you ready? Okay.
Best sound.
So again, apologies to Angela. I shouldn't have done this. Let's get her off screen.
She looks like the "It's Ma'am" meme.
Yeah, okay. I didn't want to go that. Jesus Christ. I was trying to avoid saying that she looks straight up trans, but golly.
You heard it from the tranny's mouth. I don't know.
Maybe that's just an unfortunate angle. That's one bad picture. You only found
Yeah,
the one
head on.
Or
directly at her
unfortunate
face
angles,
with
90.
no angle.
This is, and remember when Mersh tells these stories too, he's always like, I mean, this was a 9 out of 10. Dude, I was fucking this 11 out of 10. He'll jump from 9 to 11 like he's a fucking Saudi national. And this is who he means. Like when he says these girls are so hot. These girls, oh, dude, I had this girl wreck my life. I mean, she was cute. She was cute. Meanwhile, she's fucking made of pixels, voxels maybe. At best, she's thwomping.
I think that needs to be added to the soundboard.
Yeah, I might need I need it cleaner than the one I was just playing though. Golly. Okay, so I can't even I've got her in the periphery here now. Again, no offense to Angela, but that's sick. Look, okay, again. So picture
189 Angelas.
Well, she's only got 4 angles to her fucking head. Let's be nice. All of them right. That's why they couldn't. She and Mersh never. He was trying to fit a triangular peg into a square hole. Thank you.
That's the episode. Damn.
Okay. The end. Yeah, you know what? We might have to wrap it up here. We haven't even got. This might be like 1 page per episode at this rate. We're 90 pages in. Okay, so no, we're not. We're not. It's not. I think it's 9 pages. Again, you can just see all this stuff for yourself if you want. You can skip my hilarious commentary, or you can join the Pizza Fund and see it all. All right. Where was I? I want you to just picture her in your mind while I read this. Okay? He still believes in truth above anything else. I've never told more than a little white lie. There it is. I didn't even know he said that there. A little white lie. And I intend to keep it that way until my body is nothing but ashes. Well, he's smoking enough that we might be. I think that might be why he stopped. She never believed in truth, or at very least had a very loose definition of the word. She has a very loose definition of a head. If there is a hell, then no person alive could fathom the hell that is waiting for a person like that. You just saw the girl he's talking, like, wow, she looks evil. For a person like that, someone who is willing to destroy people's lives and faith in an almighty loving God just to get attention. In a world where Angela lives and Jody McGowan is dead.
Okay.
There cannot possibly be a God. And so fake Christian, told you, fake Christian grifter. And if there is, I refuse to be just another part of his sick, unfair game. With my last breath, I will express my hatred for her until every bone in my body is broken.
He said bone. I couldn't help
Did somebody say
bones to make us feel good?
Is broken and every last drop of my blood is shed. How does he think he's going to die? In battle or so? What the fuck is it? I will live to see her die. And when that day comes, I will piss on her grave, laugh at her children, and remember Jody and all the awful things Angela said about her.
Watch Pod Awful. Watch your show.
And then, as my mind and soul finally find peace, I may finally believe once again in a fair and loving God. No comments. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this little picture of Mersh.
Wait, is that Cog?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Flat cap Mersh. The Earth's original Cog. American Cog is the original Cog. There he is. That's Jonathan. What's the guy's name? Harrison, before Jonathan Harrison was Harrisoning in. By the way, the Beast. He calls this blog Inside the Mind of the Beast. His website, my ridiculously homosexual webpage. He put that, not me. All right, let's go. Oh boy. Okay, day number 3. We're on October 1st now. All right. So he actually made it to a new day before posting. That's incredible. Dawn of the new day. The moon is now crashing into his Livejournal, and I'm on it. There's no ocarina to save you. Some improvement. Mood, amused. Music, Iron Maiden. Okay, it's getting suspicious. Run to the hills. First off, I'd like to start by saying, wait, no, I was thinking of Judas Priest. Iron Maiden is not. Is Iron Maiden also a gay guy band? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Well, Mersh listens to it. Are you sure?
Ask Urquhart. He knows.
Mersh is a maiden.
Yeah. First off, I'd like to start by saying that I have no friends on here and nobody's fuck. Okay. Nah. No. No. No.
Come on.
No.
Come on, you gotta at least finish.
How long has he had this account?
For 3 days?
4 days? 3 days?
Oh my god.
3 days.
Oh yeah.
And he's 20, right?
20 something. Dear Diary, yeah. This is truly the Gay Vampire Diaries. All right.
You need some music in the background.
That's not going to. Yeah, I need "Run to the Hills" by Iron Maiden. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna die. I don't know if I'm got too much Dr. Pepper in me, or it's doing the voice, or it's literally just cringing out of my own fucking skin, or what. We've just been going for too long. But I don't know that I can survive. This is becoming a surviving episode because this is getting tough. I have a pain.
We haven't even gotten to the good one, in my opinion.
Oh no, we're nowhere close to the good ones.
Not even close.
No. This is easy mode. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say that start by saying that I have no friends on here, and nobody seems to add comments to my goddamn entries. So he's now baiting for comments. I am seriously fighting a losing battle. With that said, let's do a recap of the last 18 hours. No need, you've been posting that whole time. After my little diatribe last night involving Angela, good old Chris Jackson gave me a chance to bounce back emotionally. He called me from the beach while hanging out with Jay Foster. What are we supposed to be writing this down? Back from his tour with the Ataris. Oh, Mersh is doing 2 degrees of separation style, I know famous people thing here. He's getting his credits in. Chris Caroli and Blech Angela. So Chris was hanging out with Angela. After telling Chris to say hello to Jay and Chris, she gave me the finger. I then proceeded to take a few Sheely-like verbal shots at her. Oh, he's verbally destroying cougars. Much to the delight of Jackson. Unfortunately, he still has that lack of testicle problem and therefore wouldn't laugh out loud. Oh, it's the audience's fault they're not laughing. And then, tough crowd. Dude, it's brutal. And then put me on the phone with Jay, who, although I can honestly say I hate more than half the time and really like the rest of the time, there was no further amount of that sentence. It said although as if there was going to be a follow-up, but nope, period. Next thought. Jay apparently didn't even know I moved. Oh my God. Oh my God. I might be having an aneurysm.
What's happening?
Everything just went spinny. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. All right, I'm gonna power through. Here we go. I'm scared. Where was I? I literally have no idea where I was in this. I'm so dizzy right now. I feel like...
Are your sinuses like all blocked up and shit?
I don't know. I feel like Dick Masterson right now. I'm getting atavistic. Jay apparently didn't even know I moved and felt bad for me having to live in this godforsaken wasteland known as North Carolina. North Carolina, of course, is where Mersh spent his Christmas the other day. So that godforsaken wasteland, he went back for Christmas. By the way, Chris, if you could stop convincing people I have AIDS, I'd appreciate it. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that I do it constantly, but I think I scare enough people without them thinking I have the gay cancer. Okay, so his best friend is telling everyone he has AIDS and fucking his girl that he can't get over. He asked me why there was more than the usual tension between Ange and myself. You don't get to call her Ange at this point. You guys aren't together. There's no... That's too cutesy. You know? That's a nickname. She's not calling you Mr. Girlfriend anymore. Between Ange and myself, and I proceeded to explain some of the more scathing, awful things I said, and that ultimately got back to her, such as the herpes joke and masturbating to the thought of her miscarrying. He laughed so hard that I got a visual of him spewing beer through his nose. What? So you're on the phone? You got a visual? So you're just imagining he laughed? Since they were hanging out on a beach in Belport, I asked him what smelled worse, the bay or her crotch. So he's doing that fucking thing he does on Nightwave where he goes over his own text messages or his own tweets and goes, look how funny I was. We're having to watch. He's like recounting it. Dude has never changed. God damn, this is insane. The bay or her crotch. He started howling with laughter while sitting just a few feet from her. A rather uncomfortable social situation, I'd say. He then said, dude, this sucks. I can't reply because she's sitting right here. So it's all one-sided. From what I heard, his saying that in front of her alienated her for the rest of the night. Ha! Huzzah! Anyway, Jay definitely went up a few points, in my opinion, of him last night. Thanks for cheering me up, fellas, and giving me a chance to ruin Angela's night. After that, I was flipping through the channels looking for something to spank to before I fell asleep.
I feel like he's being truthful with that one.
He's going to jack off through USA Up All Night? You know he doesn't have primo channels. I mean, come on.
Wasn't he living in his car at this point?
No, he was living with his mom in her trailer.
Oh, okay.
I happened upon a close-up of Bijou Phillips' crotch and her getting savagely fucked. I figured it was either real sex or a Larry Clark movie. Turns out I was right on the latter guess. It was Bully. It's a true story of these overprivileged... Oh my God, yeah, Bully. I remember that movie. Which isn't... Like, it's not porn. I don't know what he's talking... You don't see her getting penetrated in that movie. That would be insane. It's a true story of these overprivileged Florida teens who kill their asshole of a friend, played by Nick Stahl. Anyway, great movie, and it absolutely blew my mind, and a few loads, too. Lots of sex. It's been a long time since I've seen Bully, but is there gay sex in that movie? I think there might be some gay stuff in that movie. I don't
know the movie.
There's at least some like gay over. Can anyone confirm this with me? It's been a long time
I remember this movie. I've seen it a few times.
Urquhart, do you know the movie?
Urquhart's no, there's no Asian girls in it. I don't think he's jacked off in this one.
Okay.
But
where's Jared? He's
I'm the smartest guy on earth. So I haven't seen it in a long, long time, but I swear there's something between like the two, male protagonist characters. There's some sort of
there is a gay rape scene.
Lots of sex. He's blowing loads too. Okay. There's a gay rape scene. And just for some reason, Mersh decided to stop the channel there and start beating it. Today, I waited for my Sim City game and was disappointed when it didn't come. It's been a relatively tame day, but I'm more of a night crawler anyway, in that he is blue and has 2 toes. I may head to the beach tonight down by the pier. That's where the high school girls hang out. I'm going to try to score some weed and bait some stank fish. Until we meet again, kids.
That's the one.
There's some comments too, actually.
Mersh is 20-something years old here. And he is talking about, unironically, going to pick up high school girls to fuck. You thought the CP Tumblr was bad. Listen, I've said from the beginning, the CP Tumblr could have been an honest mistake. Could have been that he didn't know those girls were underage. He made a silly oopsie doodle on that one. And then years later, come to find out that was CP the whole time. Here he is just flat out saying it. Well,
going to ply some high school girls with marijuana where they go hang out at night.
And then
he's going to ply children with drugs.
And then he's going to night crawl into their stank fish, which, by the way, yuck, ew, ew, ew. Gross. No, not a term. Stop it. Let's read the comments. There are 4 comments on this one. He successfully baited these losers into replying to him. Here's Allie. In order to get friends on LJ, you have to post on other people's LJs and seem interesting. Okay, well, no wonder. So they'll want to talk to you. People don't just spring up and add you to their friends list randomly. Thank you, Allie. I just found you on random and you are near me. I don't have time to read, but if you give me your permission, I will come back and check it out soon. Peace, sweets. That was a gay guy trying to hook up. Here's one from Giving Up on You. And I assume this is his mother posting. I noticed you had added me to your friends list, so I added you back. Oh, he's just randomly adding. So this is probably a high school girl. And not only that, but I reloaded this page 145 times before Livejournal would let me leave this comment. So it really counts as 146 comments. And you said no one leaves you comments. I'm cooking up a plan to kidnap Chris Jackson and drag him south. Want to help? All right. And and one of the comments is just him replying to his own thing saying, I am so down. Cog style. Alrighty. Ooh, here's a good one. This is Zalgo, apparently. This post is titled Sweet. It's the exact same day as the last one. And once again, he has fucked up the coding on it so bad that it's incomprehensible. It looks like what's happening is he's fallen for what's called a girls post. Okay? One of these girl polls, girl quizzes. This one is, what will your funeral be like? He wanted to see if he could figure out, Mersh, the whole reason Mersh suicide baits is that he wishes he could be there to see how much everyone's going to miss him when he's finally gone. They don't know. They don't know how good they've got it now that I'm here. When I'm gone, you'll see. You'll all see. Angela, you'll wish you had stayed with me the whole time. So he's now dreaming about floating above his own casket and watching everyone he ever met come through and cry and go, why wasn't it me instead? Why didn't I just miscarry?
Okay. Oh man, I'm burning. So same day, mood, curious. Music, transplants, diamonds and guns. Don't know what that is, but I do notice trans. Yes, we all saw trans. The Dante's Inferno test has banished you to the 5th level of hell. The 5th circle. Is this the origin story of Mersh's long lost podcast, The 5th
He
Circle?
took it from a video game. Are you kidding me?
I think
a video game.
I think
a
video game was coming out during this time.
Yes, but he took
Dante's Inferno.
But he took it from this girl's poll. Look at this. And speaking of girls' poll, feds. Here is how you matched up against the levels. So his score, Purgatory, low. He scored low on Purgatory. Limbo, low. Lustful, very high. Gluttonous, moderate. I'm going to need to switch those last two. Prodigal and avaricious. What? Very low. Wrathful and gloomy, very high. Heretics, very low. Violent, high. Excuse me, the malabulge. Are we talking about his penis? Fraudulent, malicious, panderers, very high. Panderers, that's interesting. And treacherous, low. I disagree with all of these, but a girl's test. And you know, by the way, he's taking these tests and you know he's like gaming them. He's not doing it for real. Mm-hmm. He knows what to say to get what outcomes he wants on each one. So he was like, ooh, I'm going to make myself more lustful. Girls will think I'm finally sexual. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh,
me.
Fuck. How much more of this? Oh, okay.
This is next day, right?
Day 4. Here we go. Fighting. This goes all the way into 2004, by the way. This is, I think he does this Livejournal for about a year. Fighting a losing battle. Mood, lonely. Tell me something I didn't know. Music, the verdicts, hope for concern. So he's once again trying to bait them into being friends with him. Yeah, it's called A Shitty Life. Look into it much? He literally wrote, look into it. Okay, didn't make that up. What a
girl.
What a wasted fucking day. I got up and went to my appointment with this employment agency. He still hasn't fucking gotten the job. What a waste of time that was. First of all, my appointment was for 2:30, and yet they didn't get to me until about 4. Now I realize that I'm no mover and shaker, but does that mean I need to have my time wasted by a pack of social miscreants with a combined IQ in the double digits? These people moved around like stroke victims. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they're the stroke victims. I could get more work done in my fucking sleep. They had me take a test to see my proficiency with Word and Excel. Well, I would say you do not excel at words, but I only base that on all the ones I'm reading here. I didn't do too well. Okay, nailed it. Nailed it.
I'm a lolcow.
Considering they were using software so old that I think it was used to type the first King James Bible, Word 95. So, okay, you do the fucking metaphor there of the King James Bible, and then you immediately reveal that it's just a fucking software from a few years ago. Jesus Christ. How about they take a test to see how well I can operate a fucking cotton gin? Mersh would make a very poor slave. Let's just be clear about that. You would fail at that one as well. I sat in that testing room with an erection, fantasizing about spraying that entire office with an Uzi. Fuck him. Take this man's gun away from him. We have to get... You're not allowed to have guns no more, Mersh. On top of that, I come home to find that a letter I had written to the only person I ever knew down in North Carolina
Cheryl was returned to fuck, dude.
They're cyberbullying me to death. Stop this. Stop this. Stop this. Please.
I completely forgot. We're about to go on a whole arc of Mersh having letters returned and unanswered. Okay? This dude is writing letters so that he could certify mail it so that he knows for a fact they got it. This is before we had read receipts on the internet. So he had to know for certain that he was getting ghosted by bitches. This is just somebody he knew. Cheryl, not even a girlfriend. The letter was returned. He didn't say it was returned to sender. It was, wrong address. She was like, nah, and shoved it back. She was cute, too. It seems that her family decided to pack up. And by pack up, I mean replace the cinder blocks under their house with tires and move. Oh, so she was your next door neighbor. Got it. And apparently, these people have never heard of a change of address card. Or maybe they were running from creditors. Oh, yeah, that was the problem. It was because her address, she lives at no fixed address. That's why. Only Mersh would try to cope by saying that the girl he's in love with is a vagrant on the move. I know what that's like. Either way, it's a fucking bummer. The beast has no allies in North Carolina and no army on his back. I feel I will perish here soon. I am alone and miserable. I miss being surrounded by my equally miserable drunken friends. All right. This is where it starts to go mental. And I don't know that I'm prepared for this. So I'm going to give you as much of a taste of this as I can, and then I think we're going to have to wrap up. Okay, remember we were talking Angular, right? Mm-hmm. Turns out this is 4 days. 4 days. That's all we've been reading is 4 days. Now there's another girl. I've also been thinking about my ex-girlfriend Sarah a lot today. I really miss Sarah. I really miss the shit out of her in a way, but she also fucked me over real bad. I mean, granted, she didn't pull an Angela on me, putting me through 4 years of mind fucks, but she hurt me a lot nonetheless. I don't understand how... Do we have a picture of Sarah, Feds?
No, I couldn't find her.
Fuck! I want to see her so bad.
Yeah, me too. We're not even to the really good Sarah post yet.
I know. The Sarah posting is about to go crazy. It's about to go crazy. Who is the girl, too, that we found that there's another girl he's also in love with? Joy, down in my heart. Killjoy. That's right. Yeah, he named his whole production company and his album after Joy. He's holding on to these girls. The flame he holds for them. I'm convinced he didn't fuck one of them. Not one of them. Let me see what he says here. I don't understand how someone who seems so sweet and caring can suddenly turn completely cold in one day. She gets me to do cocaine like 6 times. Meanwhile, I spent years swearing I'd never touch the shit. Whoa, origin story. She used to get me suspiciously generous hookups of weed while probably letting her dealer shoot man chowder all over her glass. Dude. Tell me these are the words of a guy who actually fucked. Tell me that he actually got with it. You can't do it. You know it. You know in your heart of hearts, there ain't no way. All of this stuff here, all of what we're getting into here, I can't continue. I'm like literally having
heart palpitations reading this right now. I'm not in the right frame of mind. Again, you can find all of this on your own if you really want to read it. We're going to go over the entire thing on the Pizza Fund in the next coming days. The next episode, primo episode, Pizza Fund. I just can't keep up anymore. I'm like running out of breath doing this. It's so fucked. But I'm going to leave you with this thought. All of this, everything we've read, it started with him mocking his friend Chris for being so hung up on a girl that he never even got pussy from. Tell me Mersh got pussy from any one of these girls. Now, this will be the final episode, public episode on Mersh. We're going to wrap up this storyline, and then that's it until he dies or is nude. It's got to be something big. Maybe Ice Dance or leaving. I don't know. This is it, though. I'm so sick of it. That's also part of why I got to stop here. I want this to be fun. I don't want to run out. I'm Mersh fatigued, and my tank is running empty on this shit. When I read this, I see current day Mersh. There's no difference. And that's
insane. It really is.
That's the blueprint. So I now give the gift of Mersh to everyone else out there. Anyone who wants to cover him, he's open. He's yours. r/Mersh. Fucking junk it up with your crap talking about Mersh. It's time. The Dabbleverse. He's murdering you, the Dabbleverse. Hit him back. You've got everything you need right here. You could literally beat me to the punch reading these posts because, again, it gets worse. Here's the blueprint. Here's how Mersh has never changed. And before I say this, actually, I'm going to give you guys, if there is one post that I should read, I should end this on, like it's too good, it needs to be in this public episode, and you've got it, either Lenny or Feds, maybe Urquit. If you know one that I should absolutely, especially if it's a shorter one, hit on before I leave here, find that real quick here, okay? Here's the deal. Everything you read here applies 1-for-1 with modern day Mersh. It's the blueprint. Here's how you make fun of Mersh. This is the key. This is the secret. I've never spelled this out. I've kept this to myself forever. This is every sentence of every episode of every fucking second of Nightwave Radio. It's even a good part of Revenge of the Sis. Whenever Mersh is talking, he's doing one thing, and it's called the difference. When he talks about Aaron Imholt, every single thing he says about Aaron Imholt is true about him. When he talks about Chad Zumach, you name it, name the Dabbleverser, name anybody, even with me. Every single time he attempts mocking anybody, it's the difference monologue. What's the difference? The difference is Mersh does all of those same things too, but the difference is it's cool when he does it. Okay, now I'm not kidding. Is Mersh live right now?
Yes.
He should be.
Watch this. Okay, there's no way I could plan something like this, right? He's live. Let's go there. I want you to see. There has never been a time where Mersh was talking about anybody and didn't have to follow that up with, I do that too, but the difference is, start listening out for it. Once you hear it, you'll never unhear it.
Correct. You have all the free speech you want. Super Tip is now open. Anyone can sign up for it. You get a Super Tip. You start a YouTube channel, and you scream about the K words and the N words and the F slurs all you like. Do it on your channel. But if I own a restaurant and you're standing in my restaurant screaming about how the restaurant has rats and they should go to the pizza place down the street, your speech is not protected. It's a private restaurant. I will throw you out for telling everyone my restaurant sucks. Oh, Mr. Free Speech. Yeah, I do believe you have government-protected free speech in a town square. What is this? You have free speech here shit? No, I have free speech on Nightwave. Everyone else's speech is highly limited.
But the difference is...
Epimeses for 5. People suck. I'm just here for the cats. And we do love the kitties. Dr. Jizz Respect coming in. First one to use the Hunchosaurus voice tonight.
Okay, I can't listen to the voices. I didn't know he was going to be in reading chats mode here. By the way, he has fewer people watching him on Rumble. So that's bots. That's a botted number right there. He's got fewer people watching him than our show right now. Let me roll it. Oh wait, is he talking about somebody now?
No, not so far. What are you gonna win Atlantic City?
I just need him talking about a guy.
Yeah, we gotta get ready. We gotta start doing sit-ups and push-ups. Listen, deal on your show.
For nothing, man. Not for any amount of money would I do any sit-ups and push-ups. Yeah, sure. What the fuck? Why not? You're here. Might as well add to the fucking... Sure. Anybody else you want to bring on?
No, it was only this because he was going to come on my show. I said, I'm going to...
Okay. I don't even know. I can't understand these people.
At the very beginning of the stream, he's yelling about some woman that he was talking to.
Alrighty.
And how she was trying to copy his homework
Am I
by
right?
asking I stand for.
Remember, this show is fan supported. I can't do it without you guys. Coming off a banner, New Metal New Year's. But we want to keep the
Not a
momentum
new
going.
metal guy.
Remember, we want to get caught up and beat. Who are these?
Happy 2025.
There's a little bit of a back and forth on Twitter, right? Haley from Pretty Antisocial made a Hunchosaurus voice.
Okay. All right. Okay. This is like... I might as well have just tuned in live to Pee-wee's Playhouse. What the fuck are you guys talking about? This is why I'm out. I'm out on Mersh. It's like he doesn't even actually talk about anything anymore. There's just nothing actually happening here anymore.
It's like Ice Dancer just had all these clips and I said, could I use those? And she said, sure. And I made a super tip voice. I don't know. Pretty cool, huh? Haley, in her infinite wisdom, decides to go behind my back, immediately run directly to Ice Dancer and go, hey, could I get that audio you gave to Mersh for the Hunchosaurus voice? I shit you not. Didn't ask me if she could have it. Didn't ask me if she could use our stuff. Didn't ask. Didn't bother asking. And I'll get to why I believe that's... I have a reason to believe why I think Haley did not ask me first. So she never asked me. She immediately went to Ice Dancer.
Okay, look. I was hoping for a Dear God moment where he just instantly goes, the difference is a thing that absolutely probably happened already in this stream somewhere.
It feels so close to that moment too, really.
We're just getting some girl drama.
I know. It's crazy. This is more of a diary than the fucking diary we were just reading.
I know.
This shit, this Dabbleverse shit is so nothing. Oh, he's watching himself. Look at this. He's watching himself.
We have been spending most of our time.
It's just, this is exactly what we were talking about.
We got $3 coming in from Where's My Money, 20% in the jar. I didn't get fucking Scarlett. I didn't get her and Matt Mead on so he could burn her fucking hat on the air. I didn't get that cool exclusive. No, I got to make my own content.
Buddy.
Who's the fucking bad guy? It's not me. I don't have to pay Scarlett. I don't know Scarlett shit. Because I've been fucking exploiting this Scarlett situation. You've been.
Are you kidding me?
I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, but the difference is, quit.
I don't want to hear about any of this shit about how I'm a bad guy or I'm this and I'm that. You're all scum.
See, when I do it, the difference is...
You're all pieces of shit. And most of you, audience included, would see Scarlet burned at the fucking stake if it served the content gods.
Somebody in chat says he did it. He described ROTC circa 2020 as a diss against some Dabbleverse guy. Like just now? Did that just happen?
Fucking Pat rules, man.
No, sis.
I don't get political.
I love Pat wants to kill him sometimes.
Listen to that shit more than
stream, and it's like, yeah, dude, she can't take the pay cut, man. I mean, they can't even keep up. We're gonna see each other and hook.
Oh, Mr. Free Speech. Yeah, I do believe you have government protected free speech.
This is a bad idea. I
They
should
want
have
to chisel it.
I should have. This is why we don't do merch. This is why. It's in there. It's in. Somebody will find it. Here's the thing. Someone will find it after the fact. Somebody is absolutely sycophantic enough and messed up in the head that they'll sit through the whole thing to find him saying it. He'll say it. Watch any Nightwave episode. He's going to say but the difference is. By the way, why is every cigarette he smokes, every time he smokes it like it's his last one? Like he's just like, oh, this is the best cigarette of all time. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that's a good way to look at life. Maybe that's the way I should be treating this episode. Yeah. Maybe I should be smoking on that Mersh pack the hardest by looking up into the skies. Oh, yeah. But see, when I do it, the difference is there's never a follow-up to that, by the way. That's the Mersh blueprint. The difference is when Mersh is gay online compared to somebody else, you see, but the difference is I knew I was doing. That's like his excuse. I knew I was, but you know, it was 2003. He'll do that too, but he'll do that with a recent date. Yeah, but when I did it, it was 2022. You're like, what? That wasn't even. I don't know if that counts as like a different time period at this point. Yeah, but see, the difference is I want you to start looking for the differences. Somebody's going to take this ball and roll with it. A vacuum will be left here. Somebody's going to realize that they can. I've made a small fortune off of Mersh over the past 6 years. It's just true. And somebody's going to figure out that they can get that ball rolling again. Now, I know there are people who already cover him to great success. Kino Casino, but they make money anyway. Like it has nothing to do with Mersh. It's all that's like filler for them. They get money on everything else. If they were only doing Mersh, they would get nothing. Somebody's going to go in there and go, I could be the next Mersh guy. You can be, but you need to know the difference. The difference is the most important part. So, for now, and maybe forever, other than these Pizza Fund episodes, I'm going to be done watching Mersh. I think that's enough. You know, I'm up here on the moon. I see it all happening. And you guys, you look up at me, and I watch that internet. And I'll see you. I'll be watching in the chat rooms. I'll be waiting. I'll be looking at Mersh's chat room, and I'll be waiting to see you in there going, Angela and Sarah and Joy. And hopefully in those moments, you'll look back in the sand, and you'll see that one set of footprints. And you'll know that is when I carried you. So, with that in mind, from up here on the moon base, I'll watch the internet. You watch the skies. Join the Pizza Fund. Until next time.
Wait.
Oh, you found one? Okay. Wait till now.
I was waiting for a moment, and then you're doing the goodbye.
Yeah, I said, get it to me quick, and nobody said shit. And now
there was lots of things happening, and I immediately messaged you and replied to you and said, "Hey, this one."
You waited till outro. You waited. No. You waited till not outro. Outro line. I was saying till next time. Have an awful day. I went till, and you went. Wait. How fucking stoned are you, Feds? Like, you can't...
Not at all. I'm completely sober. I didn't know when to break in.
Let me try something. Hello, all.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
Okay. I mean, it's just insanity. Every time this happens where somebody's like, oh, it's the... Look, is this better than the show is off and you doing it, which has happened a million times? Urquit. Sure. But there was how about all that I'm sitting there fucking dying watching Mersh live shit? You wait until the outro.
You were looking for something.
Fuck. Yeah. All right, let's do it. No, this will be better.
I'm the one.
I did my whole speech. Where is he?
It's in your DMs.
What? Where? No, it's what? Oh, this.
I replied.
Is this one I've already read before, though?
Is it?
Well, I mean, it's something
so, because it's got that line at the end.
It's something
I
you sent me.
it to you.
All right.
But I sent it to you when all of this was happening, and I was like, I can't fucking believe he posted this.
I didn't read this on Ralph's show or anything.
No, I have the one you read on Ralph's show. No, it's right here. The one you read on Ralph's show is about digits.
If you interrupted my outro for a thing I've already read before.
But you haven't.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna get it.
All right. You guys watching the skies? Let's check this out. Ha 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 ha. From November 1st, 2003. Mood, creative. Ooh. Music, some possible future beats. Here we go. Great day. I'm pissed off instead of depressed. I have a job, and most importantly, I'm writing again. So last night, James calls me drunk last night. Was it last night or not? I don't know. Hysterical laughing. I'm like, dude, where's your car? Dude, what's up? So through giggles, he goes, dude, we're partying at D-Rock's house. That can't be a real, you don't get to know a guy named D-Rock. D-Rock's house. Guess who was here when I showed up? So I asked him who. He goes, yo, baby mama. I was laughing so hard that I felt like I was high. You had to hear the way he said it. Apparently, he walked up to her, laughed hysterically in her face, and left. Who's his baby mama? He doesn't have a baby mama. What's happening? I'm about to pass out. Help. Also, no way. Another one. Also, my ex-girlfriend, Gina called me today. She was probably one of, if not the most gorgeous girl I've ever dated. Feds, tell me you've got a photo.
Let me look.
You better
I think Gina was one I couldn't find.
No, Sarah was the one you couldn't find, I thought.
No, there's several I couldn't find.
God
a lot of these people don't have last names. I'm gonna find a Gina in New York.
I need to know how square this bitch's head is. She was probably one of, if not the most gorgeous girl I've ever dated. Well, he says that about every fucking girl. We went out for a few months when I was 18, and she was 28. Robin,
oh, she might be dead.
Whoa, Cradle Robin. She is an amazing girl, and I really blew it with her. We hooked up again recently, but it didn't progress past a one-day type deal, aka a show me kitties. They didn't actually hook up. He blew his load in his pants. I just can't work out. I just can't work out with her. She's a sweet, caring person who wants to save the world, and I'm the soulless, hard-hearted bastard out to destroy it. She left a message on the machine that my mom deleted in a show of superior intellect. Apparently, his mom has access to his machine. That's your mom's machine, by the way. Like he owned the answering machine. And by the way, for the children watching, an answering machine is... Apparently, she just said, hey, Mike, it's Gina. Hope everything is okay. Well, if she only fucking knew what my life has degenerated into. It's just good to be writing again. I'm now working on a song about Danielle, the girl I allegedly knocked up. It's I fucking read this all. Oh, feds! Feds! You bitch! I read this already. I 100% read this part already, which is the only part you really wanted me to read.
You read about digits. If you read the other one, I didn't send it to you.
Cum suckling cock nozzle. You idiot. I was this close to out, and now I'm wasting my. All right, now I got to do it. I got to do it, even though I've already done it. It's just good to be writing again. I'm working on a song about Danielle, the girl I allegedly knocked up. It's shaping up to be a doozy. I'm out. Here's a sample. Yes, I'm turning into Chris Jackson. She swore up and down that she was 17. I didn't know that she was lying through her baby teeth. I bent that bitch over and I fucked her till dawn. I didn't even have a motherfucking condom on. Mersh is a pedophile. Till next time, have an awful day. Bye.
Bye.
More in the pizza fun. PodAwful.pizza. See you soon.